Okay, we are live. Let me go and get Cole on the horn so we can be live. Let's see here. Ring, 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 phone call.
Hey.
Oh, hi. You know, that one NPC from Sonic 06.
I'm on push to talk, by the way, right now, because I figured it was going to be louder upstairs during the stream.
Oh, Dad's still working on the cabinet?
Kinda, yeah. I'm going to be quiet for a little while because I'm in a dungeon turning off push to talk after this.
Okay. That works. Hey, Ugman, how's it going? We are getting started in, what is it, 428? 428. We'll get started in like 3 minutes, we'll say.
Downstairs, Mom. Did I ever mention that I hate push to talk?
Like enough that your sentences are getting cut off?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I understand. Well, from my understanding as well, I think the next dungeon in the main quest line comes up pretty quickly. Like within the first few quests, so we should be getting to that fairly early on today. What's also from my understanding is that the first 2 patches of Stormblood's patch content compose themselves of like half the quests in the patch content. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the other ones don't have as much content, it just means that they probably have more cutscenes and instances in them. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Man, I am so unprepared for this stream.
Why is that?
I have push to talk on. Fucking my music's up too loud. I don't have stream. I'm a disaster.
You might want to get some of that stuff up then, bruh.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay, let me take a drink, and then we will log in.
I promise I'll be out of this dungeon soon.
Okay. As long as you're caught up by the time we get there, it's fine. I'm in queue anyway.
I'm trying.
What dungeon did you get stuck in?
Siren Song.
Oh, okay. Are you still doing it solo, or are you...
I'm at the party.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you'll have enough time to catch up. I'm a slow reader.
Yup.
Well, time to see what the Resistance needs from us now that the country is free. As they say in the stories, a hero's work is never done. And in our case, well, I'm sure there's plenty that the country needs in order to get back on its feet after being under Empire rule forever. So, you know, we've got work to do. It's not like this is a vacation or something, as much as the last episode might have been an indication. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the Stream Edition. Last time, we took care of a little bit of extra business with the Maelstrom, and then also with some Sky Pirates that we found when we went to take care of Hullbreaker Isle Hard Mode and the Void Ark. And today, I think my microphone's not pointed directly at me, so I'm going to fix that real quick. And then, we're going to see what Lise and Minago and the rest of the Alamegan Resistance need from us so that they can get moving along with the aftermath of the war. So let's take a look. Apparently we have to go on an adventure with Ehrenwald. That sounds like a good thing. What do I think of Void Ark? It was pretty cool. There were a couple of mechanics that instantly murdered me in there because I was dumb and wasn't paying attention, but that's fine. It doesn't bother me. It really, for me, it was like one big Mass Effect reference. I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Twitch talk turned off. Thank Christ.
Oh, okay,
the
good.
The pain is over.
But yeah, it reminded me of one big Mass Effect reference until we started running into all the enemies, and then I was like, okay, so we jumped out of Mass Effect and into Digital Devil Saga because of all the enemies and their names and their demon lore, basically. I was like, okay, well.
Deepest lore.
But yeah, it was good. I liked it. I think it was a good beginning to the Raid series, and I think I'm going to enjoy the rest because the story of it is pretty good from what I've seen so far.
Hey, look, everybody did the morbid advance mechanic correctly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, pretty much, Lise. Just
Pain.
checking in on you guys, seeing if you need anything.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamega, but there's one big issue we still have to address.
And what's that?
Leadership.
Probably... Oh, okay.
The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here.
I was going to say probably the economy, but the leadership is also a thing that could be...
Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Yeah, don't want one like him again.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
So a parliament, then?
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion.
Of course they do. Sounds like you need to have a big powwow.
We're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Probably, at least. That's the part about war they don't tell you, is that afterwards we have all the paperwork to do, and meetings, so...
God, I hate paperwork.
But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches.
Well, I'm glad that you can bring your battlefield spirit onto the boardroom spirit, so that's a good thing.
The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Where are we going, then?
Aye, aye, Commander.
We just gonna go see what Robon's up to?
More than likely.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm not missing that reprisal this time, bitch.
There you are. I've been searching all over for you.
What's up, Ehrenwald?
Don't worry, it's nothing.
Suffering, pain, Nebula.
Be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Sure. I don't know what for, but sure. Wonder why this wouldn't be the best place to talk. What does he care? We're just talking amongst the Alamegan leadership at the moment, most of them.
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Did somebody say adventure?
After all, we were adventurers before we were silent.
Adventure?
We were just talking about this in the last episode, Ehrenwald, but sure, I'm down for more adventure. What do you have in mind?
The Imperials and liberating Alamego, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots?
Speaking my language, Ehrenwald, what do you got in mind?
So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventure?
Okay.
We need Alphinaud for it? I mean, I'm okay for him to come along. He hasn't been, he hasn't been along for as much during the Stormblood stuff because he was sort of doing, the political side of stuff. But, yeah, twist my arm, why don't you? You're only telling me exactly what I want to hear.
I'll get that gunblade one of these days.
Just run it like once a day, and then you'll get it.
Well, I've run it twice a day, so I guess you're right. Ow.
Maybe you shouldn't stretch till it hurts. Just saying.
Well, I don't stretch till it hurts. It's just my knees are still exploding from that workout we did.
Ah, well.
I hate having bad knees.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll go check in with you at the Aetheryte then. Of course, the Aetheryte's also going to be home to a whole number of other quests that we probably won't be doing just yet because, well, some of them are... Well, let's actually take a look. Which ones aren't we doing right now that are all unlocked over there? This one, it unlocks Stone Sky Sea for Stormblood bosses, if I remember right. So I could probably do that off-screen or on-screen. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This one we're not doing yet. This one we're definitely not doing yet. This one we'll be doing, but at a later patch. And this we're not doing on-screen. So that's a whole lot of nope going on down there. And then there's this one, which we're not touching with a 10-foot pole. So...
Alright, now that I'm out of that dungeon, let's go to Rawgear's Reach and catch up on the story.
I am just finishing up the first quest, so... Also looking for the Aetheryte to go to the Aetheryte Plaza by skipping past all of our friends that are over there, trying to hand me quests for dungeons that we can't yet do.
I feel that.
Probably don't want to walk directly in front of a bunch of arrows, though. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Right here. Okay, Ehrenwald, you are over here. I'll keep the Starry-Eyed Alamegan in the screen picture there. I don't want to keep the person that's going to give us this quest in the picture, though, because they that would kind of give it away. Especially since we're going to be going to do a different normal raid tier during the patch content here.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, what do you have in mind with this whole adventure thing? Yeah, an escapade. An adventure, that's all I know. What do you mean? I'm always snoring. No.
No.
Right. That's what we heard, yeah. He was called the Mad King and the King of Ruin, and if those are your top two nicknames across your province, you probably need to do some better leadership.
Correct.
My God. Okay, that seems excessive. The Mad King's Trove, huh? Now, I gotta warn you, Ehrenwald, the last time I got involved with any treasure was a couple of days ago, and frankly that ended with us discovering a portal to the Void and Diablos coming back for revenge, so hopefully it doesn't go as crazily this time.
It'd be nice to go on a treasure hunt without getting brutally murdered.
Yeah, that would be nice. So we need to do a bit of investigating, huh? Well, right. Wasn't an easy fortune, though, huh? Excuse me. So how are we supposed to find it? Apparently, with a bunch of hard work and sweat.
Seems about right.
Well, it works for me, so... I did just do pretty much exactly what you were just describing, like 2 days ago, or, well, 1 day ago, really. I don't know why you get the box emote for doing this one, but that's fine. I was expecting it to, like, show up in one of the cutscenes or something, but apparently not.
Indeed.
So. Yeah, that's the idea involved. It's about the journey, not the destination. But the destination would be nice if it, featured a bunch of cool stuff. That is a lot of stuff that I'm probably never going to use. Okay, interesting.
The accessories are actually better than the Lost Elegance stuff, memories, right? If not, they're basically on point.
Okay.
I'm going to be using them myself as sort of like a supplement before I get to Oxgaven.
Okay, I'll check it out. Actually, we might be able to see the Dairyo Miyaku stuff in the currency exchange over there, so I'll go check.
I'm pretty sure it's 370, if my memory is right. Yeah, it's at level 370.
Interesting.
And if my memory's right, you get one accessory coffer for any class, and then an armor coffer later down the line for one of the for melee classes, and then another one in a different quest for casting classes.
Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, the Imperials might know a little bit about the Mad King's Trove, since they kind of took over the country after Theodric was killed, so... And, you know, if they have the treasure, we would know where it is. Let's just hope it's not back in Garlemald, because that would turn this adventure into another war.
I mean, at least we get to finally storm the Garlean home front.
Okay, I will see what I can do, Alphinaud. In the Alamegan Quarter, huh? Okay. Well, you are the tank, Arenvald, out of all of this. In this case, you're the tank, Alphinaud, the healer, and I'm the DPS, although that might change by the time we're done with the quest here, so... Okay, let's split up, gang. Actually, I'm gonna go check now, because I'm curious about the Diarrhea Miyaku stuff, to see if it's in with the currency exchange here, or if it's something else.
It is.
Let's go look. Just so I can see if it was completely pointless for me to have gotten all that augmented Lost Allegan stuff. So it would probably
Well,
be
it wasn't
here.
pointless. You were gearing all of your classes for the best you could at the time. The Diarrhea Miyaku stuff is just better than your current gear.
Yeah. Okay, this is the Ryu Miyaku stuff, which is 360, and then the augmented would be 370. Let's see if I can look up the Diarrhea Miyaku stuff.
If you hover over the coffer, you can see the eye level.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's an interesting little point. I didn't even think of that.
It's so people don't have to, like, walk halfway across the planet to see how good the gear they're getting is.
Yeah, and also, you know, they don't have to, like, basically take a chance with it and be like, well, I don't know which one I really need, but let's look.
Yeah.
Required level 70, eye level 370. Okay, that's interesting. Cannot be used in instanced areas such as blah, 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 blah. Okay. Aiming, healing, and casting. So you can take one of these 5 out of all of them. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I will have to keep that in mind and probably swap out for the Lost Allegan stuff. What call?
I personally am going to be taking the fending accessories and the fending armor because, well, even though I can currently have an Alexskaven belt and weapon for Gunbreaker along with 1 ring, it's still that stuff is better than the gear that I have, even though the eye level's lower.
Right. Well, it's good at least that they're giving you that stuff to make sure you're properly geared for everything coming up. So, oh yeah, last time while we were doing the Void Arc, we also got this Mahachi Far thing. And I think what you can do is you can take it to Idleshire and trade some stuff in, but we're not in Idleshire right now, so I'll just wait until the next time we go there for the story before I go trade it in for whatever you can trade it for. I think you get a Mahachi piece of currency from each of the raids, so... like a different one. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's quite a way to go. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wow.
I stand corrected. The Diary Maka stuff actually isn't better than the deep gold accessories, or the 70 ones.
Oh, okay.
Here's the catch. High quality is better.
Oh, I see. Okay.
God, why is high quality gear just broken?
It's very good.
I hate it.
Okay, so what do you know?
Yeah, that's how I can make my fortune in this game, selling a ridiculous amount of high quality gear at bargain prices.
So where Xenos was completely devoid of all emotion, the Mad King was paranoid at everything. That's fantastic.
Lovely.
Ah, boy. What is it with us and crazy people, this expansion?
I don't know, yo.
It's like it's Yotsuyu, and then it's Xenos, and now it's Theodric. Great. Oh, I see my 3rd target. Retired Rogadin.
Seems like our job is just walk to a place, piss everyone evil off, and then murder them.
That seems like pretty much the general gist, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, cool.
Mad King's Trove. I really like this dungeon.
Well, that's just great.
So therefore I'm tanking it. I'm also tanking it for another reason, but I'll get into that when we actually start the dungeon.
Arnold, huh? Okay, let's go see if we can find Arnold over here. Probably right about here. Yep, there you are.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, we can fly here now. Ain't that nice?
Oh yeah. Get wrecked.
Hmm.
Get wrecked, landscape.
Well, really, I'm just hoping to, you know, help jumpstart the economy if I can. Yes, I've heard about it. What kind of disposal? Do I want to know? Oh, dear God. So he basically turned them into void scent. Well, that's fantastic. Hi. It probably is, yeah, if we're being honest. I can probably fly in the city, can't I? Because it is a part of the field area. Well, only one way to find out. Let's turn on Confucius's theme music, just in case it does, in fact, allow us to do that.
Theme song.
Yep, I can flap around in the city. Or above the city, if I so choose. What'd you find out, guys? Oh, good. Well, then we can all get into our little discussion. Yes. Let's have a meeting of the minds, then. Great. Well, that's not good. It could be. I mean, I did find a treasure chest full of jewels for one of the ether current quests I did around here. Maybe that was part of the trove?
I think the Garleans threw that down there.
Well, I learned about a void scent curse that the Mad King had put on his family members in the last days of his rule. That I don't know. Well, probably for the best, because he probably didn't want to remember the cursed abominations under there. I mean, he sounded genuine. Don't think he was lying. I could hear it in his voice, even though he had no voice actor. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, what's that? That is a good point, Ehrenwald. I know this is just an adventuring thing, but do you have a deeper reason for this? Well, yeah, I could understand. All things considered. Oh, so she thought you were a bastard child. Okay. Ow. Well, I know that feeling. I have a scar of my own right here that's covered up by my hair, so... Great. And the rest is history. Basically.
Joke's on you, Jimmy. I already found the drowned city of Scala. The treasure is mine.
Let's see you get there without 3 other conveniently placed adventurers, though.
Oh, but you fool. Queues up for it.
I end up getting there, and I see you at the entrance. So how'd that go for you? I died!
I got my coat.
You got your coat?
I got my coat.
Nice. Well, that's very good.
Drowned city of Scala is now accessible.
Cool. Well, that is a good idea. Jumpstart the economy, and this one is not a load of bullshit.
Fuck American pride. Fuck the media.
I mean, I was doing it just by the thrill of adventure alone. I have my own fortune anyway, so it's not like I need the money from the trove. Okay, sure. Let's have a listen then. Which one of these do I want? How about the healing one? Let's see how it compares. once I swap on over to Scholar real quick. Give me a moment, Alpha Note. I just need to check something. Let's see here. Diarrhea Miyaku accessories of healing. Does it give me all of them? It does give me all of them. Interesting. Well, I only really need the ring, but, you know. The rest is nice. Gives me some more company seals I can use for basically nothing at this point, because I'm a storm captain, so I don't need them for anything else. Alright, what do we got here? So, Augmented Lost Elegant Ring of Healing, 340. And Diarrhea Miyaku Ring of Healing, 370. Yeah, those stats are better. It doesn't give me crit, but that's okay. I could probably swap a little materia around. So, alright. I will keep that in mind then. Let's see. This one does not give me an accessories thing, but that's okay. What's your theory, Alpha Node? Oh, okay, sure. So where are we gonna go? Lock-celled. Okay. So Alpha Node's probably taking us there because it's closer to the entrance. Got it. Well, while we're at it, there's a couple of things I need to do around the locks real quick. We need to fill out the rest of the map, and it appears there's some triple triad to play over here. So let's go do both of those.
Jimmy's just stalling for time because he doesn't want me to get my fucking coat.
I thought you got your coat.
No. It's the Scala coat that I need for the glamour.
Oh, okay. I see. Where is this guy anyway? Oh, up here. That one Garlean, right? Yeah, Imperial Deserter. Why do they always seem to be the ones that can play triple triad? Before you kill me, how about a game of cards?
Man, Garleans are good at triple triad. I just don't play it because I feel bad.
A rank 1 side can flip an ace when reverse is in play. A rank A side will flip a 1. Okay, so I gotta be careful with my aces. Not that I have very many anyway. I think Noctis is the only one that has an ace out of these cards I have here, so... Let's see how we can do.
Viewers, is that I played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! For the longest time, and my brother did not. So therefore, I'm better at him than card games.
Oh, that's a Nail Van Darnus card. Okay, then. Man's playing for keeps.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Man's playing for keeps over here. And Connie said,
see,
why do the NPCs get to do that, where they can just use whatever the hell cards they feel like, and I'm stuck here having to use the frickin' 3-star cards? Can I take that back? I don't think I can. I can't take that back. I think I've lost this one. It's too bad his freedom doesn't rest on whether or not I win or lose this card game. Yeah, I can't take that. I can take this, though. Haha! It's a draw. I guess you get to live for now. No, I have no idea. I know you're an Imperial, but I don't know what your armor signifies beyond that. I get the feeling I'm going to play this guy a few times. Probably because of the fact that I need to, you know, play him to make sure I can win at one point, but I might need some better cards first, since he kind of has like a ridiculous deck.
You can't use those good cards for one reason. It's so you can yell, "My deck has no pathetic cards, you fool," and then slam your highest rank one on the table and nuke his board.
Oh my god.
Gotta get them Yu-Gi-Oh! References in.
Let's see here. What class do I need experience on? I don't think Goldsmith is 71 yet. Yeah, it's 70. So we'll get the map fill out thing here with Goldsmith. New location. Where does this lead? The Dark of Lasting... I was going to say slumber, but it's the Dark of Lasting Cumber. As in cumbersome? Or something much worse?
I just realized I have auto run. I don't even need to hold down my forward key anymore when I'm flying.
Nope.
Auto run's broken.
I like auto run. It's very helpful. It prevents me from getting cramps in my middle finger. I'll bet you this is the section that we can't get to unless we dive, isn't it? Like, at least go down this way a little bit anyway.
You know, some days I really wonder, and this is a weird thing that I've always wondered, if, like, people who raid in Savage, they just, like, assign all of their actions to, like, the keyboard in order from, like, Q to P. Like, they don't even use number keys. That's just how they nail the rotation so well. Is they just keep them in order like that. Like, oh, you press this button this many frames after this one.
I think they just do that because they've practiced so much. You probably get a lot of practice in when you're fighting Savage content. The Pauper's Load. Uh-huh. Okay,
Hey, look. Hey, look, mapping the realm, the locks. Damn, Jimmy, I even fly faster than you. Get on my level.
At least I drive faster than you do.
That's just because you have a license. Potatoes can't drive.
Mm. Okay, one last spot up there, and then we'll go talk to Alphanode and Ehrenwald over by Lochseld. And we'll go from there.
I'm really excited for this dungeon. I really like it. It's got some weird shit, and I love it. Plus, it's got some of the best-looking glamour in the game. Don't at me. Unless it's the bone-licking stuff. The bone-licking stuff's a close second.
Yeah, the Skallig stuff does look pretty solid from the stuff that I've seen, so... This might also be one where I have to go underground to get to it.
It is.
I was less talking about the dungeon and more talking about this section of the map, so... Actually don't know. I guess we're gonna fly up and find out. If I go this way, there's Avalathia's skull. And then I go around this way. What secrets hide behind the mountain? Mapping the realm, the locks. Okay, well, I probably couldn't get up here if I tried because it's a big hole in the ground. It looks like a friggin' earthquake. The Song of Kings. So am I back in a place I've been? Kind of, yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. It's always nice when they kind of do this sort of stuff with the map, though, like where they do something that you haven't necessarily seen before with natural, like, rock formations and stuff, because those do occur in real life. It's just, you know, it's not very common. But it's cool. I like that they do that because it adds a little bit of flavor to the whole thing, so that's good.
So...
Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We're going hunting for secret treasure today.
Again.
Yeah, again, after last time where we also went hunting for secret treasure.
And almost died the most horrible, painful death we could imagine.
Being torn in half in the void?
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh!
Twitch is lagging a lot, just great. Oh boy. Let me make sure my frames aren't dropping while we're at it.
Oh god!
I have dropped 258 frames so far.
This does not bode well.
So that's not good. Okay, Conker, see you in a minute.
Ah.
Oh, something spawned over there. Is that giant fish thing? Yeah. Okay, Alphanode, what do you think? Let us out here, so let's hear the location of the Mad King's Trove.
While you're going through this cutscene, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Okay. So, do you think it's in the lock, maybe? Oh, okay. So, yeah, probably then the Mad King's Trove is down there. The ruins of Scala. Got it. That could make sense. You might as well hide it where it's easiest to, you know, do that. Yeah, and guard the treasure while you're at it. So how do we get it open?
And by going to the bathroom, I mean going down here.
Oh, because they're working upstairs in the bathroom. Okay. Just close the door. Well, yeah, most of them probably didn't have the blessing of water, so. Okay, awesome. I will check it out then. I guess Ehrenwald knows about my blessing of water thing then, doesn't he? Cool. Now you guys go look over there. I'll go look somewhere in here then. Apparently it's down there. Well, let's do a dive. Go, Quinfucius! Dive, dive, dive! Aha. Swimming back into the deep unknown again. If I didn't know any better, I'd feel like we were back in the Ruby Sea. If that was the Marianas Trench, what does that make this exactly? That's my question. Is there a trench in the Pacific Ocean that rivals the Marianas? I don't know. But this looks like castle ruins, so... I wonder. Thank you, Confucius. Let's take a look around. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Don't gotta tell me twice. Let's go take a look. Weird snowflake ice thing. Alright. What else we got down here? The water refraction is messing with my sense of direction a little bit, but that's okay. It's kind of expected. Hey, a stone door. Wonder if I can pry it open with my raw strength. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Oh, there's my phone. I'm surprised they get service down here. Hello? A door concealed by enchantments. I found a door that's somewhat open. It could, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Oh my god, okay. I guess we have to race through the drowned city of Scala, which is now accessible.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yes, it is. Head back upstairs, Cole, so you can pop your mic back on and we can go into the drowned city of Scala.
In the process.
And if you would like to join us for the drowned city of Scala, let me know. We're going to go over to streaming chat, and then if anybody wants to go in, we'll pull you in for multiplayer. I, for one, though, I'm probably going to make my way out of here while I wait for call, so... I told Dad not to do that while I was streaming. Apparently his ears don't work how they used to. Back, hopefully without lagging. Welcome back, Conquer. Hopefully it doesn't lag for you. That would not be good. I wonder...
I have returned.
Ah.
Okay.
Here.
You may invite me friend.
Okay. Busy right now, but should be free for stuff later. Okay, Yugman, sounds good. Let's see if we are... if we're doing anything else later, I will let you know so that you can join us for it. Let me just get out of underwater real quick so we can... well, I don't have to, but I'm already up here anyway, so might as well. Swoop my way up here. Alright. I will, whoops, almost fly off the edge there. You're faster than I thought, Confucius. I'm not used to you being at that 2 mount speed again. Okay, let us get Cole into party. There we go. And it looks like it's you and me, brother. We're going in. You said you're tanking this one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine because I'm healing this one, so... Where did you go, by the way? Are you...
I'm just hovering somewhere.
Oh, you're flapping? Okay.
I'm enjoying my newfound flight in this area.
It is nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Got back from the bank and buying pizza. Oh, okay, nice, Conquer. So you got some pizza while you're watching
Mark's
us do the stream.
currently,
That's nice.
I think he's at... He's like 729 in the story in terms of dates, but he's playing Royal, and I'm over here like, he's got all his Arcanas he's working on, and I'm just like, listen, Mark, you need to get Kasumi's ranked to this much, and Akechi's ranked to this much. If you don't, terrible things will happen.
Oh boy.
I've been telling him, even if he can't get all of his confidants to rank up, he can just do that shit again on New Game Plus, because honestly, starting New Game Plus with capped social stats is like half the year to yourself.
This is true. This is very true.
Honestly,
Okay.
most 100% runs come off from New Game Plus files because it's just like, hey, look, you keep all your social stats and all your personas, and you don't even need to bump the difficulty up.
Yep. But you can if you want.
Yeah. I just kind of
Very
want him to
true,
get
yeah.
the best possible ending on the first run so he can like go back and play through again to see what it's like to get capped out on everything.
Makes sense.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good to go into the drowned city of Scala?
Yep, my gear's good. I must have repaired before I left.
Okay. I still need to equip my one
apply
healing ring, but I'll do it later when we can actually go to a sanctuary where I can do my glamour stuff up, so. Alright, here we go. Yep, as
Like I said,
expected,
I
insta-Q.
really like this dungeon.
So,
It's got some weird pulls, so I'll try and not accidentally kill you.
okay,
I will try and not accidentally kill you.
great. Okay, I used Eos last time, so I gotta use Selene this time. One persona and boss fights available in New Game Plus. Okay, gotcha. So Mark can't technically do everything in one, but that's okay. It's like me. I never did the twins boss fight in Persona 5 Vanilla. Maybe one day. No, it's just because I didn't feel like running through all of New Game Plus again to get to them.
I mean, the game's good. I'd play it through twice back to back.
That's a lot of playtime, brother.
I know. It's just that first playthrough always leaves you wanting more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm moving.
Okay, let's go not drown.
Hey look, somebody who's not a cuck. It's almost like DPSs can be nice people. That's a joke.
Man. Have a page from my book, Fran.
Okay, we gotta stop here, so I'm popping Rampart and planting my feet.
Okay.
Hop part of stone. Bow shock.
Whoa, okay, that's
stand to
stagnant
death.
spray.
There's a lot of death going on at the moment.
I can
I'm
see
still
that.
standing there. Fuck. I dodged it.
Nice. Let me reapply my dots real quick. Okay.
Apologies, there's like white noise in the back of my mic. Pops is vacuuming.
Yeah, our
No, he
dad
isn't.
has decided now would be a great time to start vacuuming after I explicitly asked him, very nicely, I might add, to not
To
vacuum,
not vacuum.
while we were doing the stream. I love my family.
Hey man. At least they don't charge your rent. Oh wait.
I mean, I gave them rent money anyway, even if they weren't charging me, so...
There is a lot of things in this poll, so
I can see that.
I'm just gonna pop Nebula and pray.
Well, okay. Well, you still
Should
got
probably
X-Cog
pop
on
No
you,
Mercy
so...
and just
And now
use
it's
my
gone.
rotation. Oh, I don't have one. Let's fix that.
Whoa. This big guy is making my life a little difficult with these larvae. I mean, it makes sense, considering they're larvae, and she's probably the mommy. That poison ticks for a decent chunk, doesn't it?
Yeah, it do. I'm fine though.
Yeah. I got
I
you,
recall
bro.
that poll specifically because I remember it was a pain in the dick.
No? Well, it wasn't pain in the dick this time. Oh,
Kelpie.
Kelpie! Good! We're still in Digital Devil Saga, or even Nocturne.
2.
Alright, where you want to take
careful
it?
of the edges. I'm taking it right here.
Torpedo.
That's a cleave.
Have an
Or
X-Cog
tank
then.
buster, one of the two. Either way, don't
Rising
stand it.
Seas. Well, alright then.
I feel like there's going to be some knockback, but I also don't remember this dungeon that well.
Well, we'll find out. Whoa. Man, Kelpie ran. Hydro
Pull.
So that's
Get
run
away.
away, right?
Yeah, it should pull towards.
Whee!
I was right.
Nice. You stand. Where are you gonna stand, bro? I gotta move
I'm going
Selene.
to pull him back on the platform.
Okay.
Rising Seas. This is just the AoE.
Oh, that's
Y'all
Bloody
got it?
Puddle. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh,
One person has a
don't
tether
cross
and
the
they-
beams.
Hydro push, get close to him.
Okay. Sorry about the puddle. Whee!
fine.
I'm dropsy.
I have dropsy. This hurts.
Hang on.
Turning him.
Oh, I can't dispel that.
It's fine. I have Aurora. I'll just live with it. Rising Seas. That's just AoE.
How about one of these? There you go.
Hey, look, they pop trick attack. Right as I pop Nebula.
Nice.
Somebody raging savage.
That torpedo's about to get erased. I got Fey Union, bruh.
Let me know if you need an Aurora.
I'm
I
good.
only give Aurora to healers.
I'm good.
And myself, of course. Might seem like a dick move, but I want my healers to live.
Well, then it's not a dick move, is it? Scarlet Belt defending. How good is this stuff anyway? It is 315. Okay, so completely useless to me. Got it. If you're the religious sort, the Bible says you should love your family. Doesn't say anything about liking them. Fair enough, Conquer. Fair enough. Lance Surge.
I think I can't stun. Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay,
just.
so we'll stun
He
Lance
wasn't
Surge from now on.
turning to you, so I was like, he's probably doing like a line AoE, isn't he? Sometimes they
Yeah,
just
and there's
don't.
no AoE marker, and it's the entire hallway, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes they just don't have those markers. So, boulder toss that has a marker.
Kill him. Okay, good.
Got it. I mean, so far they've
couple
pretty
of
much had
trash.
like telegraphs for that stuff, but. Scalic Amulet of Healing. Oh, I got an itch. Oh, that's an AoE.
It's your nose. I've got a Aurora up. It's fine.
I was itching my my chin because I shaved today. I'm still itchy. Just a little though. Let's see.
I'm not even gonna bother burning my Rensukuken.
Okay.
I'm calling it that now.
Yeah, from now on, by the way, Cole and I are just going to call continuation Renzakuken because to us it makes a little more sense, so
Somebody else is gonna need to stun the other one.
I don't have a stun. Or we could just
Get
run out of the way.
Yeah, it's a line AoE and it's absolutely thick.
I was going to say, I think I'm being bullied, but I'm not anymore. Oh, okay.
Oh fuck! I forgot to grab the other one. I'm stupid. There we go.
I was being bullied, then the dancer pulled it, so...
That Denser's a madman.
Landslip.
Let it be known I'm insane. I popped Rampart and got up to shut my door. That's how much I trust you, Jimmy. I go AFK while you're healing.
Wow, wow. I mean, as long as you have the aggro, I don't care.
I mean, right.
Isn't it
I'm
nice just
pulling
being able to
small
rough
here.
divide them and be instantly in the middle of the pack?
BT dubs, I'm pulling slow here because of the fucking line AoEs that they all pull. Ow!
Oh, you're fine. You have an X-Cog.
I'm fine.
Ow. That hurt me, though.
Stop dying. Oh, I popped Aurora myself, fuck.
Okay. Don't stand in the middle and get sandwiched there, Cole.
Don't get Venn diagram.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Forward, gentlemen!
And
Skull.
ladies? Question mark? I think there's only one. Well, there's two, actually, because the...
We just pass on all this gear real quick. Okay, now we're good.
Do I don't need any of this stuff, so... I could need on it, but, yeah, you know. Oh yeah, I should probably, like... Oh god.
That was beautiful.
Just stun him?
Yes.
Nice.
They all aggroed me first, so I was just like, Ree, I'm just gonna hit you with that good shit. And then the game was just like, your pull is just going to go perfectly. And I'm like, thanks, game.
Can't tell if the ninja was standing in death. Probably.
Everyone stands in death occasionally.
It's
That
just a
was a
fact of
really
life.
weird bell shock. I had to hit everyone with it, though. Why don't I just pick up Gunbreaker on my ult, man?
Maybe one of these days.
I mean, I like Dark Knight, don't get me wrong, but being on Dark Knight is like... That does not give me enough practice on this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take that much effort to. I just need to get an Augskaven Gunblade.
Hmm.
And
Right.
you know.
Yeah, because you already
Rose
have all the
Gunbreaker.
fending gear. Is that a Rahabaki? The old one. It might as well be a Rahabaki. God, all this stuff today.
Delete this.
Hello, and see you in a little while, Todd. Just been lurking for almost the last hour. That's okay. It's always fine to go lurking. Even lowered the video quality and it's still lagging? Oh, that's not good.
I just
Order
double weaved
to
in my
detonate. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I just cleaved off all of that bastard's HP. Got him.
That was a little close.
Yeah, it was. Clean up your DPS, please. Man, I'm just like a light Savage Raider. Doing callouts has gotten easier on tank ever since I, like, got good.
Nice. Oh, it catalyzed that. Stand still for a second.
I'm not moving, Jimmy. Okay, now I'm moving.
I don't think I got that. Shifting light. Okay, I know the hatching tides right now, but this is ridiculous. Shatterstone.
Oh, the Shatterstones instantly kill the ads.
Well, that's interesting.
That's funny.
It's very helpful.
You see what I mean about this dungeon? I love this dungeon.
That was pretty cool, actually. I like that. Have a Fey Union, friend.
Delete this.
Oh, good, another shifting
Here we
light.
go. Shifting Lagan.
Boom. I have been sprigantized. Oh, there's one right on top of me. Awesome. Did we get them all?
Good.
Yes, we did.
Now we're good.
Oh, okay, Ninja. Slow down.
Can we just casually double weave your off GCDs?
Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. I was talking about the damage that they took.
Oh no, I know. I just still
Yeah,
double weaving GCDs feels good.
this is true. If you can. I usually can't, so...
Oh yeah, we're getting tomestones out of this too.
Yes, we are. That was scouting gear, but that's still not as good as the scouting ninja gear that I've got, because I've got the Lost Elegant stuff, so... For right now,
Oh,
this
that's
stuff
really
is
good,
only
though.
glamour, and, well, I don't really need it that badly. I've got my glamours pretty well checked, so... Scalic Amulet of Aiming.
Hey look, I explored the whole dungeon now.
Nice. Did you get Mapping the Realm, or I didn't see?
I think I have to get to the end, because I think I did this on Rory and not Rory.
Well, yeah, that would make sense, actually.
This is a little weird. I'm keeping them in the center of the room. I have a thought. I don't remember exactly if that's how this goes.
Oh,
okay. Explosions.
I'm just gonna keep my target marker on you.
Visible confusion.
Why did he? Question mark. Are you talking about Theodric? Because I wouldn't be shocked. And it's about to pop. There it goes. Why does Dark 2 just seem to have whatever kind of AoE it feels like in this game?
It has all of the AoEs at once. Could be any of them. It's like, oh, this part. Watch this shit.
Oh, I hope that's not Diablos' influence. Oh, what the hell? Let me just turn into Mini Typhon real quick. It's gross looking. Oh, I see. So you have to use it to get across the thingamajigger. Got it.
Hey, no.
Come
no,
back here.
No. Heart of Stone.
There we go.
I love Heart of Stone.
Whoa! Okay. And double okay. And triple okay.
That's right, they just put those in the fucking any direction they want. I hate it.
I know you've got Brutal Shell, but I'm gonna give you a shield anyway.
I should be popping cooldowns.
I should be
busy trying to
spamming
keep
Art
my
of War
FPS
because
up.
you've got XCOG and a cooldown and, what's it called? Well, you had,
And Aurora
Brutal
up in
Shell
30
up, so-
seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more still. Fuck.
I was so comfy there, I was just like, well, time to... Wait, where's the thing? Oh, okay, I see. Over here. Trying to trick me
Oh,
by
they're
making me
walking
run
back
into
for
a wall.
refreshes your transmig.
Oh, okay, cool.
So if you're an idiot and just walk into the wall like me, you can just refresh.
It's got like a necklace of healing. I'm gonna need on this, not because I need it, but because I can turn it in for company seals, so.
I'm just gonna pull to the end here.
Rotting Royal. Oh good, a giant specter. Just what we needed here. You're not in range for XCOG there, friend. Okay, now you are.
I'm gonna do the smart thing here.
Don't you love arm's length? Oh god.
Yes, I do.
I use it in Reprisal as a combo, and it's really nice. Oh, that's accuracy down.
Oh man, I'm getting removed.
Well, usually these skeletons deal buttloads of damage, so I mean...
Oh, that's death. I need to get out of this. I got out of it. This pull was a little suspect when I did it on a healer last time.
You can see that.
Trust your healers, trust your healers, trust your healers!
I got you.
That's
I'm
like a
using
mantra
physic,
I have
but
to repeat to myself
I got you.
sometimes.
Oh, Lucid's back up. Okay, now we're good.
Am I really making you take that much MP?
I've actually been using Lucid a decent chunk. I use it when I get down to 60% MP, so... It's not that you're making me use a lot, it's that I use it early, just so that way it's done, so... What's behind this door?
Bruh, look at this dude.
Oh god. First it was Kelpie, then it was a Rahabaki. What did they do to Chimera? Poor guy.
Look at that big boy. He's got Nidhogg horns.
Oh my god.
I think this
What
guy
do we
has
got
a
here?
nasty untelegraphed cleave.
Roderick Poison Tongue. Okay, so this is obviously one of Theodric's family members, so that's kind of messed up.
Oh, golden!
They just finished their technical steps, so that's a good idea. Raises his claws. That's not good.
Ow.
Okay, so the claws are untelegraphed. Got it. Raises his tail. Oh, that's not good. I'm running away. Ninja, I don't know. Oh, it still hit. Okay. Gotcha. I was gonna say, Mr. Ninja, I think you need to get away. Oh, now we definitely need to get away.
Ah!
Cole, run!
I'm away. It's literally just called the spin.
I'm surprised you didn't say the thing that you usually say. Don't run away. How am I supposed to stay in the thing if you run away?
Damn, when I got that.
Oh god, that's look away. Can
Okay,
I
one
cleanse
person got
that?
it.
Because that hurts like hell. Okay. I guess I cannot. Okay,
they're
sorry,
going to the
Cole, hang on.
corners. Stay out of them.
Oh god, that's me. He's looking at me. Stop it! He's not looking at me anymore.
You're fine.
Oh, back to me.
I'm just gonna pop Aurora on myself. You have bigger problems.
No, I'm good. You got an XCOG now, so... Oh, it's me. Hang on, I'm coming towards you. Okay, there you go.
I was waiting for the, like, all Vuln stacks to
not me
pop
this
up.
time.
It's the, Stop moving! Oh, that's the tail.
Oh, tail again. Oh god. Okay, well, it's okay. I have a this. I was so busy looking at everything else, I didn't see the tail. Oh god.
Away from them.
Yep. Celine's in the middle of the room, by the way. That's Claws again. Whispering Dawn and Fey Union.
If he raises his tail, get in front of him. I have a Vuln stack. Why do I have a Vuln stack?
Don't run towards me anymore. You might have gotten hit by the claws or the tail.
I'm fine.
I'm running towards you. Oh, hi. Look away.
Look away.
Y'all need to stop looking at the eye mechanics. What do you think this is? Floor 50 of Palace of the Dead?
I hate you. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
It's okay, I got in down. On demand Earthly Star. Up tail again. I'm running towards you. I'm running towards you. Ugh. Go ahead and use it. There we go.
You're fine.
Paul, you need to stop collecting Vuln stacks. Never mind, we're fine.
I'm playing 52 Vuln pickup. You can't stop me.
Yeah! That was fun. I liked that. Well, Chimera, I'm sorry that it had to end this way, but we couldn't have you living on as that kind of an abomination for much longer.
Get wrecked, huh? Get wrecked, scrub.
Now that's a Digital Devil Saga transformation I can get behind. Good job, team. I don't seem too happy, probably because that was all kinds of fucked up. Great. I'm gonna commend the ninja.
Re.
I'm gonna commend the ninja.
I commended the dancing.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Let's find the Mad King's Trove while we're at it. I love how I got so comfortable so quickly with the 70s stuff for Scholar. Like, I was just, like, thinking, oh, well, I don't know, I haven't used these abilities all that much. This might actually go kind of not so good. But it went really well. I got very comfortable with XCOG and everything else very quickly. Meanwhile, Alpha Node and Ehrenwald are dropping in, literally, to say hi.
Aye. Everything's still attached.
Well, that's good. You the only one who saw Ansem's picture in the back? Yeah, it did kind of look like young Xehanort, didn't it?
It seems both our paths led here. Very good.
I get the feeling my path had a little more void scent resistance than yours, though.
We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
Yeah, about the same, actually. Fiends horrid and numerous all around. Lots of fiends from Nocturne, incidentally. Yep, there's the picture again.
Much the same then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Probably.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
I suppose, as long as it's not cursed treasure.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Now here's the real question. How do we get it out of here? It's not like we have cranes. I mean, we could pull it out one thing at a time, but wouldn't that take a while? I'm just glad the picture in the back there isn't Chatternook.
Lisa's face.
I
Thanks
would
for believing in me,
remove
you
my
two.
face.
You're welcome, Ehrenwald. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Is any of that treasure cursed? Because it's, it would not be good if it was. Well, we're out. That's cool. Do I need the experience on anything? I guess on Ninja. Only reason why I need it on Ninja is because I want to try to get Ninja to level 78, because that would let my retainer grab some of the things I need for the Crystarium Facet quests for me, instead of me having to do a lot of work. Henlo Carbuncle. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something earlier, by the way, and you weren't a summoner in that one, so it's not like we need to worry about it all that much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, seems like it. We've been adventuring like that recently, but otherwise it'd be like, well, we haven't gone on that adventure in a while, but that's okay. Well, we kind of had the numbers advantage on you, Alpha Node. I had 4 people and you had 2. Even if we've met with more resistance, we still had the numbers advantage. Right. This is true. Again, the question now is getting it out of the palace, but, you know. He's not very good with ghosts there, Ehrenwald. Wah, wah. Here we go again, Alpha Node, with the Siren Song C stuff. Okay, that takes care of that. How do we get it out of there? Yeah, actually, Lise would probably want to know about this stuff, so. Oh, okay, well that'll make it a little easier to find her then. I'll switch back to Samurai. I don't particularly need the experience, I guess. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that Cole had to mute because Mom and Dad are back in his room again.
You would be correct.
Dad's outside.
Oh, Dad's outside? Okay. Apparently there's a street brawl going on in this back alley that I just went through. Well, they're about to anyway. They're not actually fighting yet.
So they're just yelling at each other, yo, square up!
Yeah,
bitch.
pretty much. Have I dropped any additional frames? That's a good question. No, I have not. Not since the 258 towards the beginning. Well, that's good. Ah, here's Lise. Let's go tell her the good news.
Hey, we unearthed a fortune of uncursed treasure that was just sitting around.
The curse was all of the guards.
See, what I found to be funny is the fucking final boss theme from Hollow Knight came on right when we reached the Chimera.
Oh, that's right, because you didn't
Some
have
of
your
you have
music
5
on.
into the... Yeah, I always have my dungeon on in the fucking...
Mm. Yep, we found buried treasure. Sunken treasure. Hidden treasure, even. Won't be hidden for very long now, though.
Non-cursed treasure.
Yeah, potentially. Well, seems like a good idea to me. There is quite a lot down there, so. Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's just make sure that they're trustworthy. We wouldn't want the Crystal Braves pulling that treasure out of the ground, because they'd use it to kill everyone in Ul'dah again.
Again.
Cool. Well, I think Alpha Note should have a good idea of how to do that then. Cool. Uh-oh. I was going to say, this is all going very well. When are things going to go bad here? Apparently right now.
Immediately.
Of course. Excuse me? A mob demanding things? Okay, let's go see what they're demanding then.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
I'll bet you that's where they're keeping Fordola,
Bring
isn't
her
it?
out! Bring her out!
What's going on here? Yeah.
Someone let slip about Fedorla.
Oh, great. Nobody can keep their mouths
True,
shut,
then.
can they?
The bitch really is in there. I knew it. I bloody knew it.
Great.
We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
I see that the...
Come on, you don't mean that. We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see that the vengeance feeling isn't gone yet from the war.
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
Sure, but should we kill her
We all
for
know
it?
her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her! So that's what all the fuss is about.
Oh, good. A voice of reason. That's what we've been missing
Badass
from this
voice of reason.
situation.
Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo. Hey, who's this?
Who the hell do you think it is? It's General Robot.
Amigo.
Yeah.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well.
He did lose a few soldiers to
Gnawing pain in
Fordola.
your breast. It is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live.
Yeah, well, Fordola would probably be the only one that would know
Where were they
where
taken?
they are.
What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth.
Don't think I could have said it better myself.
Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn.
Let's not make it the same bloodthirsty country of Theodric or the Garleans, shall we?
When they look to our example, Will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Yeah, I mean, we already knew that Roban was a badass from the whole, 2.5 story thing, the bridge between Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, but if you forgot before this point, we're getting reminded now. I'm with that guy. I don't think this guy's with that guy.
But I can't.
Ah. You will, because if you don't, the bull's not going to be very happy with you. Roban just doing what he does best, besides cutting down Garleans on the battlefield. Whack. Are they still in and out of your room, or?
Yeah.
Great. Good speech, Roban. Good speech. Well, it sounded like you talked a good talk, even if you don't know the solution. Probably, I wasn't gonna cut down random Alamegans because we stoked their bloodlust too much. Yeah, and that's where the problem lies, isn't it? Yeah, then we would be savages, and that's not really something we want to give into. Well, you're a fighter, at least, so that makes sense, so... Right. Oh, good. Yeah, and then somebody decides to, yeah. Well, they're not... Are they gonna find the graves of Xenos and his officers? I mean, isn't that up in the Royal Menagerie? Maybe we need to stoke their anger a little bit. Yeah, there you go, Lise. Actually, that's a good question. Who's coming here to talk? Oh, okay, interesting. Well, that should make things a little bit more inclusive. I don't know what the Keycurrent are going to say, but we'll see. Right. I mean, isn't that what everybody wanted? Yeah, then we can't find out about the potential for anybody who was kidnapped, so... It's that whole, you do it for one person, justice is blind, so you have to do it for everybody, and that means you're slaughtering a lot of your kin just because they cooperated with the Garleans. Like, I'm sure some people cooperated with them just out of fear for their own life, so...
I mean, I suspect that a lot of people in Alamigo cooperated for the sake of their own lives.
Yeah.
Because let's get real here, if an invading empire comes in and asks you to swear allegiance to them for the sake of your children, a lot of people are going to be very inclined to say, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is their kids they're talking about.
Right. Well, that would make sense, Ehrenwald. You were also a victim of circumstances in your early years, so... Right. Okay. She's gonna try to talk us into killing her, as she did before. Didn't work then, it's not gonna work now. Okay.
Maybe sitting over here knowing things that I shouldn't at this point in the story.
Let's go in the prison then. Is this the prisoner's quarters? It's pretty fancy, all things considered. I know it's a jail, but, like... it's fancier than some of the jails I've seen. Long time no see.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
At what, I don't know, but...
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
You're not getting off that easy, Fordola.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom?
Oh boy, here we go.
I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time.
And why is that?
All of this is pointless. There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it.
I mean, I know an Imperial soldier in Alagiri that said the same thing, and he's still living.
I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance.
You're only saying that because you're still angry.
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind?
I'm gonna wait.
Oh, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away.
Now Ehrenwald's getting in on the
I see
badass
you,
speeches.
Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Everybody gets one.
Oh god, headache again. I wonder if Ehrenwald's having a vision at the same time in the middle of his speech.
I don't actually know if the echo's linked.
Probably not, but you know. Oh look, it's little Fordola.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
Oh boy.
All right.
Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
Oh, Gaius was here. Yeah, I forgot. He was the one that was kind of doing stuff behind the wall at one point, wasn't he?
Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Uh-huh. I can see that the civil unrest was already present in Alamigo.
Carlos?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Well, that's not gonna help anybody.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Somebody give her a stone? Oh, throwing a stone at her.
Fadola!
Great. Ow.
Traitors!
Please! You have to do something! My husband and daughter are in danger!
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arms.
That guy was just too lazy to do his job, wasn't he?
We're citizens. We have rights.
Do you under Imperial rule? That's my question. Where are they getting all these stones anyway?
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive.
That's not a good lesson to be treating your daughter, man. I know World War II didn't happen in the world of Eorzea, but, like, appeasement has never really worked out, not for long. Ooh, that's a big one. Ow.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Are you sure? 'Cause I don't know about that. Remind me again, why did this make Fordola want to boot kiss the Imperials? I know her own countrymen just stoned her father to death in the streets, but the Imperials didn't lift a hand to help her.
Well, looks like you're gonna find out now.
Please, you already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier?
Let's have a look, shall we? This is a long echo vision.
Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
She obviously got a tattoo.
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
I don't know, I think the tattoo's a little off from what your father
You're
had.
better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage.
Well, that is true.
So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones.
Okay, but you could have just, I don't know, learned how to fight, so when they throw a stone, you can stab them.
I think there's multiple layers to this.
Well, yeah.
Alfred, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time.
I'm just saying that her saying, oh, they'll think twice when they throw their stones when the Alamegan, you know, when there's an Alamegan in their group that's among the elite, it doesn't pan down, you know what I mean? Like, she's not going to help any kids that were in her situation by doing this. They're going to throw stones at the kids anyway.
I think this is very much so I don't give a shit about my countrymen anymore. I want to help myself and the people close to me. Who gives a shit about the rest of my country? Because the rest of my country threw stones at me when we were just trying to survive. We were scraping up food from the kindly predator that set aside from us, and then our fellow animal beat us to death. I actually really like Fordola's motivation. She's not out to save her country. She's literally out to prove a point
Well,
and
see,
to make a life for herself.
Out of all the people that are the antagonists thus far in Stormblood, I think Fordola is the only one out of all of them that harkens back to the Heavensward villains, where her motivations make sense, but her execution comes off as less than stellar. That was most of the villains in Heavensward, and most of the villains in Stormblood, their motivations make no sense, and their execution is terrible. So...
She's already got something over all the fucking Stormblood villains.
Right, yeah.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
It'll only divide them further, Fordola.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
He would know.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past.
It's not really something we can control, Fordola, to be fair.
And what,
But we do know,
a few
yes.
stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they?
Kinda.
Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led.
I know enough.
The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better. I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay.
And now you're on the same chopping block as the rest of them. What's your point? Oh, God. Oh, good. She's in my head now. You okay there? You had a lens flare meme for a minute.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone.
You're telling me. My Dark Knight crystal keeps reminding me of that shit, and I keep telling it to shut up.
The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken.
All three of these responses are really good.
Why?
Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. They're all pretty good. Well, Fordola, let's be frank here. Sometimes I fight for the honor of the people that live. Sometimes I fight for the people that have died and can't see the day. Sometimes I feel like I fight for no reason at all. But there's always a person that I'm helping when I am fighting. Doesn't matter if they're alive, they're dead, or they're somewhere in between. I mean, the ether is really freaking weird like that, but there's a reason that people look up to me, and it's because I choose to fight for them. Now, the situation in Alamigo and in Doma was a little bit different because they had to fight for themselves. Otherwise, they would have been trading one tyrant for another, right? Like, if I decided, fuck it, I'm going to take over Doma, would I seem any different to them than Xenos or that Yotsuyu was? Maybe, because I'm not a psychopathic bitch or a psychopathic Garlean, but yeah, there's always a reason to keep fighting for people, Fordola, and it's because you have to keep in mind all the people that didn't make it to see it here. They deserve the honor and the justice of all of the things that we do from here on out. So I guess I'll take the second one.
The thing here is, like, that makes this scene so interesting playing specifically on stream with you, is because implicating that Rory and Jimmy were both in the room when that echo vision happened with her, or that resonant vision.
Mm-hmm.
She would see everything that went through your head, and then she would pop over to Rory's and see completely different things, which is why Rory's response would be, you know why you saw.
Yeah, well.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
I think she's heard enough. Heard Echo Takasumi saw the flashback. Welcome back, Todd. Yes, we did see the flashback for Fordola's past. So.
Can I confirm Fordola is still the best villain in this entire expansion?
Well, it's like I don't know if Todd heard, but it was like I was saying before. Fordola, for me, has a one-up on every other villain thus far in the expansion because she has motivations that make sense. Again, the execution comes off as wanting in some places, but that's like can be said about a lot of villains, you know what I mean? So
honestly, Fordola's motivations really make sense, and her execution also kind of makes sense, and I'll explain why I think that way.
It was super easy.
Her people stoned her father to death, basically.
Yes.
The Garleans stood by and watched and let it happen, both equally terrible things, but you have to think about it like this. Maybe the Garlean soldier and his buddies could have stopped that. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they couldn't have. If you look at things and weigh them between them, Fordola wanted revenge on both the Garleans and the Alamegans.
Mm-hmm.
And her method of getting revenge on the Garleans was to be respected by them so that and nobody else would throw stones.
lot of help that
There's
got her.
There's complexities here.
It is complex. It definitely didn't help her though, because they were still calling her a savage, even though she was a high-ranking member of the Imperial Army at the time of us almost getting blown up in Specula Imperatoris.
Honestly, just Fordola's entire motivation in her story really kind of fucks me up, because it's just like she went through all of this simply to be respected in the Garlean army and to truly become as close to a pure-blood citizen as she could. She sacrificed everything to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at her.
Well, see, the problem is
that
that
again, Garleans are all born stupid, so...
It's not that they're born stupid, it's that they have their priorities are shifted towards the pure-blooded Garleans, and that's from hundreds of years of isolation, right? So their traditions are so set in stone, it's almost like trying to start another revolution, what she was doing, and she was one person, so she wasn't going to win that battle no matter what, but it is interesting that she tried at least.
It's sort of like the whole thing going on with Rory's pups. He tried to do the same thing and succeeded a little bit better than Fordola, but at the end of the day still failed.
Yeah. Everybody tries to do stuff themselves instead of trying to do stuff with the help of others. So it's not the best way to go about that sort of stuff. You can't change a country by yourself. You're gonna need other people to help you.
I've never actually gone into Rory's father's backstory, have I, on stream?
I don't know. I don't know if you've gone into it
while we're walking around. Just while we're walking around, I'll give people the rundown.
Okay.
To give a very basic summary, Rory's father was, of course, a Lalafell that ended up being in one of the countries that the Garleans took over. Seeking greater respect in this country, he joined the Garlean army, and from there's hints of, well, the Gunbreaker quests, if any of you have played them, and the villain of the Gunbreaker quests. With one distinct difference, Rory's father was a kind man. Almost everywhere.
Except
but he was
on
the kind of
battlefield.
man... Yes, he was the kind of man to set aside everything that made him human on the battlefield, and that's what made him such a terrifying foe. And the reason why he gained a personalized helmet in the Garlean army and personalized army is not because he became a legatus, it's because he defended his dying legatus for a full week during one of the Garlean skirmishes. Basically, a small resistance they intended to put down relatively easily was more heavily armed than they say. And, well, he single-handedly defended his commanding officer, and his commanding officer ended up living, and despite the fact that he had spent his entire life hating purebloods, he had a helmet made for now the second most powerful person in his unit. And Rory's father got the name the Vulture.
The what? You
the Vulture.
The Vulture, okay.
Why was he called the Vulture? Well, that's relatively simple. Rory's father is implied to be one of the most skilled gunblade users outside of the Empire in history. But not because of the blade itself, but because of his ability to aim.
I don't know how that associates him with the Vulture, but okay.
Well, simple. Vultures crowd around corpses.
I guess that's fair. Todd heard the Vault before Call Cut Out sounds cooler. Deus Vault, motherfucker. Okay, let's chat with Roban about all this stuff. Yeah, we talked with her.
As per what's going on with Rory's father now, it's actively mysterious, and I left it that way on purpose. We don't know if she's alive or dead.
Her mother.
Or rather, if he's alive or dead.
Oh, her
Mom
father.
too.
Okay.
Rory just kind of went to... How do I put this? Rory just kind of went to Ul'dah one day after essentially leaving her country and became a gladiator. As per why Shadowbringers. I'll get into that later.
The device in which Cryle was held seems even more ominous now that you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's a good question. I hope Kryle's okay, because, like, we didn't really assess whether she was having a hard time after getting her out of there. We kind of just grabbed her and got out, and she was like, well, I'm going to go heal. So, yeah,
I'm going to go commit and not die, please.
What does this scrap of parchment say? Idle conversation prohibited. Eating and drinking prohibit. The following scrap of parchment appears to list facility regulations, but nothing of any interest. Okay, so that doesn't help. Maybe this investigator will have something of note. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible way to die. It's like getting all the blood sucked out of your body. It's gross.
If anybody on stream can't tell, I like writing lore for my MMO characters. Helps me get attached to them more, so when they suffer, when people around them die, I feel more.
I hate to bust your balls, but you've never written it down. You've just talked about it.
Shut up. Eventually I'll get bored enough in this quarantine to write all the lore down.
Maybe.
There's just a lot of lore.
Yeah, I get that. Well, it looks like they were sucking the ether out of people forcefully and feeding them to probably whichever one Fordola was in. Well, let's get a clearer picture then, shall we, Alphinaud? Right. So they were trying to pump her up so that they could, see how her echo worked, so they could recreate it using science.
The process here is actually quite ingenious. What they use. They basically just set Cryle up to mimic the wavelength of her echo, and then just kept sucking out everybody else's ether that was in the other pods until they molded Fordola's ether to basically match.
The trouble is that they took the most acutely sensitive scion who has the echo and used her as an example. It's like suddenly becoming psychic when you were deaf for your entire life. Now, and also losing your deafness. Now not only can you hear everyone talking, you can also hear everything everyone is thinking. That's gonna suck. So she's living through a fate worse than death at the moment. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yeah. Right, yeah, she was.
I didn't releasing to the Alamegan public that the person that tortured their families is consistently being tortured by the voices of the dead for the rest of her known life. This is the other reason why I like Fordola. They basically set her up to say, oh, she's going to be ridiculously powerful and be a threat, and then had actual consequences for that power.
Yeah, I can
which
see
put
that.
her in a situation which was, well,
not very fun for her. Not at all. That's a scary thought. The entire members of the Imperial Legion having the Echo. It's scary to me because of the preternatural ability they'd have to predict our moves, but it's also scary to me because some of them might actually develop emotions now. You know, barring some exceptions in our present company.
Although to be fair, the whole Resonant project, I've done some thinking about it while I was going through this story. Theoretically, the Garleans could create the perfect Echo Super Soldier by simply just creating a soulless monster and giving it the Echo. It would be able to predict the actions of everyone around it.
And it wouldn't feel pain. Fortunately for us, we already killed their only soulless monster that we know of at the moment, that being Xenos. So. Okay, fair enough. We going to talk to Fordola again? Is that what the plan was? I didn't really. I might have glossed over it. Let's have a look. Well, we gotta talk to Lise anyway, so let's have a chat with Alphinaud and Ehrenwald first. That is the question, Alphinaud, and I don't think anybody but the lady herself could tell us. Well, yeah, consider the fact that you could have been in Fordola's shoes if you were slightly angrier, Ehrenwald. Well, at least I don't know that he was trying to school you. I think he was just trying to give you advice, because I think there's a lot of people that do, in fact, look up to you, so...
We're coming up on one of my favorite quest lines in the game. Or my favorite part of the patch content here.
Well, it's always good to have stuff to learn, though, Lise. The idea is you gotta improve every day, that's all. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's possible, Ehrenwald, although he does have his whole thing with being the general of the Immortal Flames, so... Yeah, it's tough. Oh, I know that voice. Pippin, what's up? I was gonna say, surprised to see you here. Oh, does the Sultana already have that artisan school going on? He's probably looking at me like, artisan school? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, okay. Well, then that's where I'll go.
Pippin's just over here like, oh, the Sultana needs you. And Jimmy's like, oh, is the artisan school already set up? Rory next to him. The girth just starts shaking. Lens flare eyes gets on Yol, flies off at Mach 4.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I'd just like to see what the Sultana's up to and how she's planning on handling the potential migration of a large chunk of her people. So, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see, what do we got here
that's
for
actually
rewards?
a good point. Most of, like, old one probably wants to go back to Alamigo now that it's liberated, don't they?
Probably. Well, there's a decent-sized chunk of people, possibly a lot of poor people that live in Ul'dah that want to go back, because you think about it, the poor people that are there probably are poor because they haven't had a chance to ingratiate themselves into the middle or the upper class of Ul'dah, not only because of the fact that they came there with nothing because their country was destroyed, but also because Ul'dah doesn't exactly make it easy to become middle or upper class by nature of its design. So that's going to be
fair,
a lot of people moving.
the one thing that I like about Ul'dah's government, and the one thing that finally gave me the breakthrough I needed for Rory's story, is they basically just offer any damn prisoner that they take in, Garlean or not, basically just say, hey, you're going to go fight in the gladiator arenas, and eventually you'll get enough to pay yourself off, make yourself a free man, and then build yourself a reason to live in this society.
Right. The question
and worst case
is,
scenario, you get publicly executed in front of everybody you wronged.
The question is, how much do you have to win your freedom? I guess it makes you into a solid fighter, and that does bolster their military, but, you know.
I mean, that's how Rory got her freedom. She was a Garlean soldier. She fought for it.
Well, that's true. Hey, I want citizenship. What are you? Garlean. Instant jail. Go directly to jail.
She was captured and brought here to do the thing.
Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do not pass go. That is sort of the key part of Rory's backstory, is that she was basically just thrown to the wolves in the arena and then came out on top.
Makes sense. So Ehrenwald and Alphinaud will take care of the Mad King's Trove. Lise will be figuring out the whole meeting thing, and I guess I'm heading to Ul'dah to take care of the whole royalty thing. Alrighty. I'll catch you folks later. We'll have a powwow and tell each other all of our crazy stories once we're done. I see Cole has already left me an Ul'dah teleport point.
Lens flare eyes fucking leaves.
I don't know why he did that, because I'm the one with more money, but okay.
I still have a decent bit of money.
How many Aetheryte tickets you still got? Probably a decent
150.
chunk. Yeah, I was going to say, probably a decent chunk.
You act like I am ever going to be running out of Aetheryte tickets.
Not at the rate we're going. I mean, we can get 100 Allied seals and 200 Centurio seals once a week. So that's like 60 Aetheryte tickets per week. And we will never use that many in the 4 times per week that we stream.
I don't know, man. I teleport a lot when I'm off screen.
Yeah, well.
I teleport a lot.
But again, if you do the thing that I do, where you don't use a ticket unless you're paying over 300 gil, then you'll probably be fine.
Some serious shit. I like this quest line, but I also hate this quest line because it doesn't end the way I thought it was going to.
Oh.
Although I get to do a really funny situational joke. once we get to a certain point, or just
I
describing
thank
it.
you for answering my summons
Great.
in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
I've been very busy. I was honestly, Nanimo, I was thinking you were bringing me here about the artisan school, but I get the feeling this has something to do with Alamigo. You know, not
Just
the
like-
artisan school. More the
Just
political
like-
stuff. Yeah, just
Jimmy's
slightly.
having a conversation with Nanamo, and Rory's just like 20 feet away, gunblade, just staring at Jimmy.
What do you think's gonna happen? Someone gonna poison her again?
Watch.
Not on my watch. Hi SB, how's it going? Just finished tabletop. It was a good disaster session, but we prevailed, so it's okay. Well, that's good. As long as it didn't end in complete disaster, that's good. We are proceeding through the 4.1 storyline, meeting with Nanamo at the moment.
His rise from penniless refugee to member of the syndicate and general immortal flame.
That's kind of funny.
Yet though he has come to call
What's that?
That one piece of Neo-ish Guardian I needed for my 80 Gunbreaker glamour. The eye patch is a visor.
Oh my god.
I haven't put it in my goddamn glamour dresser yet because it's a high quality piece of Neo-ish Guardian gear. I'm using that shit when I get to 80.
Right, isn't it like eye level 480 or something?
Let me check. 480, yep.
Yeah. The dungeon was good, SB. I liked it. Cole was a big fan, and I was a big fan. I actually liked the mechanics and stuff of it, and it went pretty smoothly. So, all things
I
considered.
gotta farm it for Scala Coat.
Yeah, Cole needs to farm it for glamour. You got to go through the whole dungeon too. So,
Nah, I'll just party up with people. It's gonna drop eventually.
I mean, like if you just, like I said, queue up for it once a day, you'll get it eventually.
I don't need the dungeon to be done. I don't need to get the thing from the dungeon until like until like the end of Shadowbringer, so I'm not concerned about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, is he going to?
I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly.
Yeah, I need to teleport over to Chamber of the Rule.
In Alamigo, and retaking his place at my side.
Oh, so he wants to come back
I will
then?
welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt.
The doubt that he would leave and leave his people alone? He does have a lot on his plate over there.
Chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo. I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret.
I'm gonna try and not skip the cutscenes for this particular quest.
This is all a very serious cutscene and everything, and I'm trying to take it seriously, but it's hard to when I realize that Nanamo has the same toys on her bed that Interceptor has at my house.
Yet, how can he freely make such a
And, you know, Nanamo's a potato.
Well, yeah.
It is to discharge my duties as a
I can't take this cutscene seriously.
I must enforce and
Oh,
see
boy.
my realm with my own
I'll give you one guess why.
wind with my own ease.
Because you're in your Gunbreaker suit?
I'm in the suit. I'm in the bodyguard suit with the Prince Nez.
Oh, God.
Rory looks like a fucking Matrix agent.
Oh, boy. So, what are you proposing? Do you want to...
Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Oh, great. Now she wants to come on an adventure. Everybody wants an adventure. I mean, I guess I am the prime person to go to for that sort of stuff.
I feel like this entire quest line was brought forth by how badly this was handled in Heavensward.
It could be. Like, they were trying to kind of proliferate on it a little bit, maybe.
Because I honestly hate that aspect of Heavensward. Like, they set up all this crazy shit with Ulda, and then it just gets resolved in 5 quests.
Yeah, well, that wasn't exactly the best thing. I
So
mean,
I was
I'm
under
glad
the
it was
impression they were
resolved.
going
I
to,
just
like-
wish it, excuse me, had a little more to it, you know?
Like, when we first went through that cutscene, I was like, okay, this is going to get resolved by, like, okay, the Sultan is going to end up being alive. We're going to have to beat the shit out of what's-his-fuck evil goatee man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lala
And, like, liberate Ulda, redo its government, like, whole 9 yards. Like, full revolution of the city. And they were just like, nope, everything's just going to go back to normal. And I'm just, like, screaming into pillow.
Ah, okay, back in the old suit then, huh? Yeah, Lilyra, the merchant's daughter. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, usually Papa Sean's the one who's escorting you all over, so. Okay, well, I'm at your service, so. Alright, cool. I will meet you out there then. Like, I understand that she's royalty, but I don't feel like I can be all formal with her, you know what I mean? Like, the first time I met her as Lilira, so it's like, I may be acting nonchalant and completely, like, colloquial with her, but it's because that's how I originally met her, you know what I mean? And then we found out she was royalty later, it's like, oh, okay. I'm still gonna treat you like a normal person, you know?
The reason why I'm particularly kind of a pain about this set of quests is because these quests are actually really important to Rory. Because you know how Rory's kind of just spent all of her retirement basically devoting her life to making sure what happened at the end of A Realm Reborn never happened again? It's important.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, the refugees are camping in Squalor, but if you look just beyond the horizon there's an A rank standing directly in a level 1 area next to a baobab tree. They're living in Squalor, but there's also that hanging over their head. Right, exactly. I don't know, I think you've done well for what's happened so far. I guess that's fair. Okay, sure, to the Unholy Heir. The Unholy Heir is... okay, over there. Call, you feel like killing Sabatender Bailarina so that it doesn't murder a bunch of level 1 players?
Sure, let's murder him.
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get out Scholar just in case this thing starts to kick our ass somehow.
It's a fucking A rank in the middle of Ul'dah.
I know.
This man is a heretic cactus. He must die.
Let's go get it.
Delete this.
Blech.
10,000 needles, me fucker. I dare you.
20,000 even.
You ain't gonna be killing.
Tell
no
me when you
level ones
Renzakukin, by the way.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't call it out because I had no mercy up. I was like, delete this.
Okay, there you go.
Can I get an achievement for doing this?
I mean, you'll get a few allied seals for doing it.
Oh, good. More Aetheryte tickets.
Yay! We beat it. Now the small miner that was over there that's level 22 can mine without fear.
Get your car out, Jimmy. We're going to the same place.
Thank you, Eos, for the help. I appreciate it. Yeah, hang on. Let me get the car. Where is the car? Anyway, there's the car. Let me drive in my car. Bring the car around, Jeeves, and mind the ejector seat this time.
Jimmy, casually helping the Sultana. Rory is just in the car.
Oh yeah, and we also got we got 40 allied seals, 20 centurial seals, and 30 poetic tomestones for that. So,
thank God, less grinding.
All of these are helpful. Admittedly, we probably should have called it out, but I was like, oh, we're probably gonna kill it fast enough.
Delete this.
We're level 70, so it's like, eh.
We killed that for the sake of all of the poor noobs in the field.
Yeah.
Our praise will be unsung.
Don't want them wandering up on it. I think I did that at one point where I was thinking about fighting that one royal jelly or syrup thing in like Lunasia or something when I was training Summoner.
Remember that Coral we tried to fight out in the wild?
Yeah, and everyone was like, you absolutely should not do that.
Mayhees
is actually the one Coral that we were trying to murder out in the field, and Mayhees is his name. He's still a pain in the ass because he can petrify you, and he like petrifies half the fucking Eastern Thanalin when he does it, so... It's still a big pain in the ass, even at this point.
Don't worry, we'll go back and fight him once we're in 80 gear.
Well, that's fair.
You'll use Broil 12 and he'll just explode.
Oh, why did they meet their doom here? A rock slide. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that is true. It wouldn't have brought the monitorists themselves to justice, right? Well, it didn't exactly work out, but I mean, I think your intentions were good. Yeah, that's true, Conquer. We could go at it with a light party and just decimate it, yeah. I mean, just me and Cole in there, not even on DPSs against that A rank just now was enough. Cole didn't even have to worry about standing in the death, so... Mayhees itself would probably melt in a light party. And I think you can stun him anyway. It's just, obviously, you only have so many stuns before he becomes stun immune. And then he can just petrify you and blast you with Tank Buster after Tank Buster. Because that's what he does, is he has a Tank Buster that he uses after he petrifies you, and it's just a pain in the ass to deal with.
Oh boy, I love Tank Busters that hit for 60k.
Well, it's nothing like that, but... It's just, you're petrified for... I forget how long he petrifies you for. I think the first time you get petrified, because you build resistance, obviously, over time, but every 90 seconds, your resistance resets. So the first time he petrifies you, it's like 30 seconds you're petrified for. And then it's 15, and then it's 7, and eventually you become immune, but then he petrifies you after the 90 seconds is up, and you're back to 30 seconds again, so... It blows. Well, right. You gotta take things back to yourself. No, I get that, Nanimo. A lot of people feel like they can speak their minds around me. Oh, Cole, we're going back to the Coliseum. Boy, this is gonna be deja vu.
For that time when you first arrived in Olda, and then I almost died in the arena, and you jumped out of the ranks to save my ass.
I don't...
Because your echo told you so.
I don't directly remember this. I feel like it happened off-screen.
I mean, it did. It happened right at the beginning of the playthrough. Off-screen.
Me and my pink shirt. I remember that damn
You looked like
custom
such a
shirt.
tourist that day.
I looked so I was like the opposite of Fly for the beginning of my adventures in A Realm Reborn because I wasn't aware of what glamours were until later. Oh, man.
Oh, don't worry. We all looked like shit back then.
Yeah.
Remember when I was wielding a sword and shield? I couldn't block to save my life.
Yeah, well. And then you swapped it for an axe, and then you swapped it back for the sword and shield, and then you swapped it for a gunblade, and... Oh, boy.
Good times, good times.
I unfortunately cannot park the car on the streets of Ul'dah, so we gotta park it out here.
You got a security mechanism on that thing, right?
I mean, I'm the only person that can start it, so...
What, no ejector seat?
If there is one, I haven't found it yet. I don't know if Sid would put that in there, maybe. But
of course he would.
Probably the Gladiators Guild is where we're going. Since we're going to the Coliseum itself.
Somehow I feel like Sid just builds in an ejector seat into any car he's ever made, just in case Nero finds his way into the trunk or something.
Aha, Sid, I have surprised you. Shoot him into the atmosphere.
Predictable.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay, well, that's good. And he probably knocked them all down, didn't he? Oh, well, okay then. And you never push the ejector seat button that's very clearly labeled in your car? Not with Rory sitting in the car. I don't think I would ever be able to get away from her then.
Lens flare eyes.
You gotta remember, Rory is capable of probably murdering me in a couple of hits, so...
In several different ways.
Yeah. Oh, so that was why they pitted a dozen fighters against him, because they were trying to kill him! And then he did. Wow, that's impressive. Sounds like he did a lot then to, you know, go to your side. Hang on a second, migraine. Lots of echo visions this time. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, look, he has his arm back.
It's weird.
Damn. It's a good shield. I mean, he dropped it, but it's still a good shield.
I mean, I think he dropped it on purpose. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need it to beat you. Wonder how far along in his Colosseum journey this was.
I love this scene.
I wonder how much more money Rory would have made if Rory kept fighting in the Colosseum instead of going on an adventure with me.
You have to afford all my glamour.
Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
I love how the Final Fantasy win music is playing in the back.
Yeah.
Seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shah.
Wow. She's firing back.
Your Grace.
She just jumps into his arms like a puppy.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
So too shall I keep mine.
Parried the attack and two-handed his weapon for max damage. Yes, exactly, Conquer.
And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
Well, I'm glad she heard you, but I don't think the crowd did, considering they're screaming.
Long live the Sultana!
Like a damn puppy.
I can never get over how he just carries her like a small dog.
If you ever pick me like that up, Jimmy, I'll throw you into an abyss that you'll never walk out of.
I know you will. You just found the
I will
abyss. We just
never.
did Void Ark. That's just the abyss.
Let me tell you how deep this hole is. Even
God.
Frey won't be able to help you.
Oh, God. Just gonna go so far into the dark that I circle back around and I'm stuck in the light again. Well, yeah, I can understand. I mean, I don't think you know I just had an echo vision, but... Right, but this is different, so... Yeah. He was your red tape defiler, and I'm sure it came in very handy in a lot of cases. Oh, okay, sure. Arzeneth Ossuary. That is over by the Thaumaturgus Guild, I think? She went in that direction, so I'm gonna assume.
Rory, internally. Man, it is a damn shame that I gave all the Sultan Sworn a day off,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That is. You gave the entire Sultan Sworn a day off?
Yep, they're all paladins.
Oh, God.
I just sent them on a journey of realization out in the Oldon Fields. They'll be back in about an hour.
Uh-huh. Then I guess we don't have much time to waste, do we?
Nope, not at all.
So what do you know about the Thaumaturgus Guild there, Nanimo? Are you secretly training here and you're just not telling me? Did Rory
good
inspire
times,
you to
mister.
throw fire and explosions everywhere?
I remember when I first walked in here. They gave me a wand expecting me barely able to throw around a fire, but were entirely surprised when I put a hole in one wall.
I hope they fixed it.
I paid for it.
Oh, it's not a wonder you don't have that much money.
Fucking 12 million gil my ass.
Damn.
It's a fucking stone wall.
I mean, considering they have every wall in here lined with books, you probably also burned up some irreplaceable documents.
Now that I think about it, the guildmaster was quite cross with me. I burned his shelf.
Welp.
Maybe that's why they kicked me out, gave me a wand.
I wonder if Nanimo showed up in the Answers cutscene from 1.0. Like, was she one of the people praying, or did they only show the Scions? I forget. It's been a while since I've seen that cutscene. I'll have to go look again, see if she was there.
I don't want the game to destroy my feels anymore.
You're in the wrong quest line, then. This is probably more deeply personal for Rory than it is for me. I mean, I love Nanimo, but this is, you know, Rory's
to be fair,
kind of
a lot
her
of Stormblood's
protector.
been deeply personal to Rory. She's basically had to face all of her Imperial demons from her past, be called a traitor by her own kind, and then go back to Ul'dah, and then realize the Sultana doesn't need her as a bodyguard anymore.
Why doesn't she need you as a bodyguard anymore?
You'll see at the end of the quest.
No. Well, that sounds like a good plan then, Nanimo. So, what are you gonna do? Any plans in mind for how you're gonna see that go into action? Why are you lens flaring over there, Cole?
You'll see.
Oh. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. Is we gotta give it some time before all of that comes to fruition, and it might take a little while. Oh, okay. We seem to be having a similar problem at the other part of the world there, and how to hand out the Mad King's Trove. This might not be a bad idea. Who employs refugees that we could seek the advice from? Please don't tell me it's Lolorito. Oh, the gold saucer. Oh, we're gonna go see Godbert again? Hell yeah!
That's why I lens flared.
Nanimo, am I acquainted with Godbert Manderville? Do you see this lapidary hammer in my hand right now? This is because of Godbert Manderville. I became a goldsmith, and I'm doing all this artisan school stuff because of the man.
Am I
acquainted with Godbert Manderville? Is the sky blue?
I ever tell you what he gave me as a gift for all the heroics we did? He didn't give me any money. He gave me a pair of his fucking sunglasses.
Ah, so that's where the pince-nez came from.
Said he made them himself. You think how much these pince-nez are worth?
They're priceless. Anything from Godbert is priceless. Trust me, I know. And the reason why I know is because, well, which hand is it on? Look at my right hand. Well, I'm moving my right hand. But you see that ring? That's from a quest line involving Godbert from all the way back in A Realm Reborn. He gave that shit to me.
What a fucking powerful lad. It
is called the Meteor Survivor Ring. I don't know who survived to get him to make that ring, but I'm glad they did.
I remember when the lore used to be that Jimmy was like a legacy character, and then I just kind of changed to make Rory's lore more independent of Jimmish.
Yeah, I forget when that was the lore. I don't remember.
That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like before we even had lore, I think.
Deepest lore.
Well, you should be, Nanimo. The first time I went, we had an entire stream's worth of excitement. I still remember Cole shouting from the 16th time he fell off during Leap of Faith. That was my favorite part.
Please don't ever remind me of Leap of Faith again. I'm never going to that fucking thing.
They made a new one, you know.
No.
You know how they have the, if you go over in Lanasia, there's that section that's like the floating city of Nim or whatever?
You can't make me.
I'm not going to make you. I'm just saying it. They made a new one called, it's either the falling city of Nim or something like that. But it was actually, I've done it. It's pretty cool. So. I would say we could come here and do the couple of things we never did, which are the things up on the lift there, the Chocobo races and the Lord of Verminion, but we're having a tour with Nanimo today. We'll just let her do that. We'll worry about that stuff later. It kind of is almost a shock to the system the first time you come here, honestly. Well, I'm not asking you to. I've got some money. I'll loan you a few thousand gil or some MGP. You don't really even need gil here, honestly. You just need MGP.
Rory walks into the gold saucer with Jimmy Price from Persona 5, just starts playing.
Gaudy temptation, she says. Meanwhile, I'm about to go see if I can win my luck at the mini cackpot. I ain't one to pass up this sort of stuff. I've got 450,000 MGP. What does that say about my priorities? I will never have any of the mounts that are here, but ooh, 3,600, nice. That's a winner. Let's see if we can get a big winner. We got a big winner the first time we were here. Let's see if we can repeat that. Oh, that looks good. Aww.
What was even your, like, method for doing that?
So, okay, so are you in the mini cactbot right now, or?
I will be in a minute.
Okay, because like what they do is they give you one of the sections. It's a 3x3 grid, right?
Hold on a minute. I'm
Okay.
pulling up Price from the Persona 5 soundtrack.
Oh my god.
I want all the nostalgia while I'm here, damn it.
This one's a tough one, actually. Which do I take? Do I take this one or this one?
Okay.
Okay,
Mini
so go into
Cactbot
the mini
broker.
cactbot. Go into the mini cactbot real quick, and then tell me which part of the 3x3 grid did they give you?
Top right.
Top right. Okay, so do they gave you a corner, so do all the corners. So top left, and bottom right.
Done.
Okay, so now if you see a 1 and a 3 or a 1 and a 2 in a row, and you don't see the 3 anywhere else, pick that row. If you
The
see
3 is in the bottom right corner.
Okay, do you see a 1 or a 2?
Nope.
Okay, what about 9, 8, or 7? Are any of those in there?
I see an 8. It's top left.
So you only have 1. You're ideally looking for either 6 or 24. If you can get 21, that's not a bad idea either, or 23.
Okay.
But if you don't see like an obvious thing where it's like a 1 and a 3 in a row, like right now I have a 1 and a 3 in a row. If I didn't see a 2, I would pick that row because that one had the highest chance of giving me a 2 and me getting 10,000. But I see the 2 as well. So here I just have to kind of pick. I'm not going to get a full reward, but well, I got a 20. That's not bad. So yeah, that's my
that's
method.
not
Is if they give you a corner, take all the corners. If they give you a center piece,
I'll
not
play
like
one
the
more
dead
time.
center. But
It
if they
gave
give
me
you a
top
center
left
piece,
this time, so all corners again?
all corners again, yeah. So if they give you like cardinal directions, like left, right, up, or down, take all of the cardinal directions. If they give you centerpiece, it's kind of just a crapshoot. Just pick 3 that you think.
So
and
they
then
gave you
go
top
from there.
left, and 2 and 3 are in the same row.
Oh, okay. Do you see a
'Cause
1
it's-
anywhere?
Nope.
Okay, so pick the row that 2 and 3 are in.
Hey, 360.
That's not bad.
Okay. I want to play one more time.
Well, you get 3 per day, so might as well. I did my repairs. I did not think the main quest was going to take us back here, to be honest. It's nice coming back here, though.
I won a little bigger.
Nice.
720.
What time is it? Old call. All call. Guess what
What?
time it is? Guess what
No.
time it is?
No.
Oh, baby. There's a new gate that's about to happen. We're doing it on
You
screen
can't
right
make me.
now.
You can't make me.
I'm doing it. I don't care what you do.
Asshole.
Yo, Jimbo, huh? Never heard of him. Let's see what kind of a challenge he's got for us.
Yo, Jimbo.
What? Oh, right.
You fell for it?
Mm,
Fucking got him.
got ye. I've actually done this before, but only like once, so. Cole, get over here.
I would just like to point out, where the fuck is this gate? I know where it is.
So find a
I'd just like to make a
gatekeeper
point
and
out.
talk to them.
That you can buy Faust's lance for dragoons.
Oh. Oh boy.
Where do I sign up for this?
There's a gate client in the event square.
I'm looking.
If you see a gatekeeper, just talk to them and they'll teleport you straight here.
I see gate client.
Yeah, that's them. Talk to them. Because I'm up on stage already, so. Yeah, I did fall for the oldest trick in the book.
What touch you gotta keep that?
I thought he was going to say, yo, Jimmy, but then he said, yo, Jimbo. And I was like, oh, well.
Hi, Jimmy.
Oh, hi. Oh, someone's doing squats. Hang on. I got to flex. Feel the burn. 5, 6,
If he
7.
comes in and immediately kills you, I'm gonna laugh. I hope you know.
Well, actually, this one's more active. You actually have to run around in this one to avoid stuff. And you're going to find out soon enough. My reaction will not be first time live. Cole's is going to be. And it's going to be
I live in a
hilarious.
house of animals. Just walk in, open my door, walk away.
Incidentally, speaking of doing push-ups, I have been getting back into my workout routine again. I've been working out on my days off from streaming, so. And push-ups
Yeah,
are one
same.
section of it, so.
Jimmy is an animal. Fucking 9 sets. I can't do that shit.
Oh, here he comes. Let's see how good this swordsman really is. Uh-oh, don't blink, Cole. Why do I hear boss music?
Why do I hear boss music? Oh shit, what up? It's the boy.
Here he comes.
Is he just like more weave Gilgamesh?
I don't know. So you actually have to walk around for this one, Cole. You're in a good spot, though, because it's not going to fall over there. But they fall in different directions, and you don't see the AoE until it's too late.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Where's the other one going? Oh, God, over here. Okay.
I'm okay.
So am I. Just follow the people. Generally, the people have a good idea of where the... Oh, God. I don't know about this one. Oh, that was close. I made it! 1,000 MGP. There's a lot of coins. Don't pick them up.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Don't pick them up, you said.
Don't pick them up. It's a trap. Hey, buddy. Daigoro.
Why is Dogi trying to... What is Dogi
So if you
doing?
pick them up, you get 1,000 more MGP, but he also pounces on you and murders you if you do. So, not really worth it. I would rather make it to the next round, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Here we
Oh,
go.
no.
That's gonna come down on top of... Oh, God. Okay.
Ah, fuck! Damn it, I didn't see the third one.
Oh, this is a terrible one. Oh, God, right here. Nope, I was wrong. But it keeps going, Cole. There's like 4 rounds. It's pretty cool. It's a very active gate, and I like it. You gonna watch the rest, or are we gonna go meet Nanamo now?
Let's go meet them all, so you're breaking up.
You were lagging just a minute ago. What's happening?
Our internet's exploding. Oh no.
Oh no! Hang on, let me see if I'm dropping frames. Yes, a little bit. Okay, I think it buffered out. I dropped a few more frames.
You're dropping frames.
Oh no. You're also roboting, which is probably not good. How's my internet?
Yeah, so are you, actually.
Yeah. Apparently Yojimbo just cucked our internet. Great.
Cleaved our internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, those are point blank AoEs? Okay. See, I was thinking you had to avoid all the little pieces, so I wasn't, Oh, right, it's up on the top floor. I wasn't aware of the fact that I needed to be away from them, so... Robot wait. Hey, look, a Godbird statue.
I heard it 1-to-1.
You're really roboting.
Fuck, let's reset the call. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Yeah, his katana was so sharp it was able to cut into our internet, yeah. How we doing now? Talk once you're ready. Cole, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Well, there he goes. Hang on, let's do this. Let's DC the call, and then re-see the call. Okay, are we good now?
I think so. I
Yeah.
just had to reset Discord.
Yeah, there we go. We're good now. Okay,
I don't
Nanamo.
love it when Discord malfunctions in the middle of a stream.
Technical difficulties, please stand by. That was fun, though. We got to do one of the new gates, so that's good. I looked at my clock and I was like, wait a minute, what time is it exactly? Because every 20 minutes there's a new gate, so... Okay,
Yeah,
let's wait
we're
for
like-
Godbert so I can pay him my undue devotion. Yugman really likes this conversation with him. I hope he acknowledges the fact that we did the quests with him. That would be cool, just to see.
He's wearing pants. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, me neither. I expect him to be wearing boxer briefs. Oh, your son is acquainted with the Sultana as well. Well, that's good. That's not a bad idea. I think Gobbert's a Highlander himself, so likely he has some form of Alamegan roots anyway. Maybe ancestry. What does Godbert have to say? Is it his usual Godbertisms? Yeah, well, I'd be glad to hear an honest one, yeah. Oh, yeah, if you were going to tax them, I don't know if that's going to work. I didn't know it was a tax. I don't know if that's what he's doing, actually. Oh, I see what Godbert's saying. Okay, yeah. You don't want them to become, like, complacent with... It's not a welfare state, you know what I mean? So... Not a literal tax, but, like, out of Ul'dah money. Okay, yeah. Well, it's still welfare, basically, and it wouldn't really... They would become less vengeful and more lazy if they had to rely on that all the time. Or if they felt like they should rely on that all the time. Yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the downtrodden in Ul'dah are Alamegan, but what about the ones that aren't? You know what I mean? So. Right. So how do we do that?
See, I like how the game basically just spells out the solution to Nanamo's problem, but it's the execution of the problem that really is the issue. Like, there's enough money in Ul'dah to just fix all of this.
Yeah, to basically fix the Alamegan economy. But if she just does it, it's not going to work well.
It wouldn't work, and on top of this, there's only so far we could go before other people in the Syndicate that aren't cock goblins start paying for it. Because let's get real here, all of that money's coming out of Wallarita's wallet. All of it.
I mean, I guess so. So the artisan school is probably a good first step. We just need to do that, like, in every department. So pay to educate them so that they can foster their own economy. That might not be a terrible idea. I mean, it was basically her idea at the beginning of the Goldsmith quests, but... We just can't take this too quickly, that's all.
No.
We gotta act slowly and surely. Oh, she's gonna give us more, sushi, apparently. I don't know how, but I'll just take the silver, it's fine. Well, if you're going to talk about profits, Godbert is the person to talk to, considering all of this. Okay, well, he did try to give you a decent idea of what to do, so. Successful merchants. Probably a few. Oh, Hancock, okay. Well, I don't know about that, but alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do the best I can to make it quick, and then I'll just head back to talk to you once we're done. Cool. Oh, okay, I can move again. Good. Well, Cole, want to buy a jumbo Cacpot ticket before we leave? See if we make it big. The drawing is tonight.
What?
Okay, follow me. I don't even know what I'd spend all the MGP on if we did hit it big, but whatever. Just go to the Cacpot board.
I know what I'd spend it on.
What's that?
I'd save the shit out of it, so in case they ever bring back the car, I could buy my own.
Well, that's fair. It does come with a license, and you don't get it out of a cereal box, so... I'm just gonna pick 3 random numbers and hope that they're not all, like, similar, basically.
3 random numbers?
Yeah, there's a little dice thing at the bottom right, and you can have that select random numbers for you. That's a little close.
4501.
I'll take that. And one more. So you can buy up to 3. 1069, nice. 6114, this isn't too similar. Okay. Yeah, every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be able to claim our prize.
Let's go talk to Hancock.
probably a good idea. Yeah, I'll use an Aetheryte ticket. I just so happen to have a couple of them just hanging out here, in addition to my, what's it called? In addition to my, 15 that I usually keep on me. Did you use return? Is that why it didn't give me a, teleport option?
Yep.
Okay, well that makes sense. Hancock's at East Aldenard, so we probably need to go to the Ruby Bazaar. Hey look, I beat Cole here. What quest is this? Oh, okay, I know what quest that is. We can't do that one just yet either. It's not till a little later.
That was an expertly done jump, in my opinion.
Sprinting jump.
Sprint jump with a slight tilt.
Right. Hancock. Yeah,
So-
sort of, yeah. Ul'dah business. The Sultana wants your advice on how to, invest the wealth of Ul'dah into the Alamegans without Ul'dah trying to kill her. Well, you're pretty much the main successful merchant that I've been dealing with for the past expansion, so...
Did he just...
Well. Oh, so we have to meet with Lolorito. Great. You want me to bring him to the Waking Sands? Are you sure that the people there aren't going to want to murder him? Alright. Hey, that joke that I was saying in the last episode where I said, pray return to the Waking Sands. No, we don't have to do that shit anymore. I guess that was a premonition on my part. Fantastic! Oh, we gotta go see Nanamo first in Ul'dah, so we'll go do that first. Another Aetheryte ticket. I didn't realize that we were gonna have to get his permission to get... Like, I would think that, what's it called? Nanamo could just be like, hey, Lolorito, I want to have a meeting. Come on, let's go have a meeting, but apparently not. There's probably hoops to jump through, I would imagine. That sounded like a Doom Eternal sound effect.
It's just, I'll be happy to arrange a meeting with you at the master. Jimmy's like, hey, wait a second, Hancock's already gone. Well, I guess this is happening. Camera just slowly pans over to Rory, and she's just like channeling Satan.
Obviously, Rory is not a big fan of Lolorito.
Oh, Rory wanted to shoot Lolorito.
Well, Nanamo, he had advice, but I don't think you're going to want to hear it. He said, consult Lolorito. Did I have a choice in the matter? Yeah, well...
I mean, to be fair, your plan entirely, Sultana, was to fuck over the monetarists.
Yeah, and to be fair, you could probably still do that, just have to do it under his nose now, that's all. Okay, I'll meet you at the Waking Sands, then. I can hardly even teleport there to get there, unless the game's gonna take me there. No, I couldn't ask for that. The game wouldn't
This
give
next
that to me.
dialogue option just makes me
Oh,
sad.
it did!
Because you don't...
It
Oh,
did
shit,
take
it
me to the Waking
teleported us.
Sands. Nice. I wasn't expecting it to actually take me here. I was expecting it to make me walk, but that was nice of them.
I noticed the expansions do that. Like, if they take you to a very particular area that's, like, not near an Aetheryte, they'll just be like, poof.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay. Let's have our meeting then, and hopefully Lolorito won't try to screw all of us like he does to most everyone else.
I implore him to try.
Yeah, that's fair. Considering it's me and you in the room.
Summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand...
Can I kill him yet?
No.
Fear I can be of little help.
Rory, no. No murder.
Not
murder,
right
Rory.
now. Have a seat, Lolorito. We have a lot to talk about. It pains me that he wears the same hood that I do. But then again, most of the Eldons with that are in with like the brass blades and everything, they usually wear this hood. So.
Apparently the hood's actually a merchant thing, as I learned.
I think I'm using it for the wrong reason then. Yeah, Rory, no. Rory, yes.
Tis indeed an
Rory.
seated across
Rory, no. Rory, yes. Rory, maybe.
Try 2 of those masks, Lolorito. Be glad I didn't come into here with that mask on.
Would this better please your grace? Or should I address
Oh,
you as
he does have eyes. I was under the impression that there was nothing under that hood. Just a soulless void.
Mm-hmm. Am I shocked to see that his eyes are gold? No, not really.
His eyes, I think, just look gold in the light. I think they're just white.
Maybe.
I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito. But shall we proceed to the business at hand?
I thought she was just fucking with him.
By all means. I must say, I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Fanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
That's not a terrible idea, actually. Huh.
But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make a
Never speak his name.
which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both.
Adeleji's just Voldemort to Rory.
Consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
And before you ask, no, this is not a jest. We're not trying to cuck you, and it's not opposite day. Or
Much
April
to my
Fool's.
dismay.
'Twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
Can I kill him yet?
No. We need him.
Can I kill him yet? Rory's just like that annoying kid in the back of the car.
Is he dead yet? No. Is he dead yet? No. Is he dead yet? Hang on.
That's this entire game
No.
in general. Is he dead yet? No.
Oh, okay. I see. Thanks.
Conquer later.
Yeah, later.
Albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
So she's asking him essentially to make an investment in the Alamegan people.
My plan, just as I knew you would.
She was holding her cards close to her chest, you see.
Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide...
Okay, so Jimmy, I should probably mention something about this coming up.
potential to flourish?
I want you to think about everything we witnessed there. And details the game specifically threw at you in the story.
Okay, so Alagana has a potential mining industry, but they don't have much else. Alagiri, maybe? I don't know. I feel like Alagiri's kind of too off in its own place. You know, like it's too isolated. So I don't know if it would be a great idea to go there. The Saltery is where the Alamegan Quarter is, which would be a good place to house a lot of the refugees. I'm gonna go with the Saltery.
You got it on your first fucking try. You can, if you pick every other one in a row, there's a choice that specifically pops up that says, "It seems like you want me to say the Saltery."
Oh, okay. Because, like, I just looked at the Saltery and I says, well, you know what? That's pretty close to the Alamegan Quarter, so that wouldn't be a bad place to keep people. I know the Saltery is that, like, little village in between the Porta and everything, but,
I know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included.
Yeah, I would know about you being a wealthy gourmand, wouldn't I, considering I've done the culinarian quests up to level 50 off-screen,
Do I have
but,
to
you
cook
know.
for him? Can I poison him?
No. Much to my dismay.
I'll tell you how you spite it in that case. Every other thing you hand in, high quality. His, not high quality.
No, you actually have to hand his stuff in high quality. Basically, he's trying to spite the restaurant that you're working in the Culinarians Guild quests up to level 50, right? Like, he's trying to get them shut down. And that's his thing, is he shuts down restaurants because they don't satisfy his needs, so then he just pressures them monetarily until they shut down. You cook the best meal he's ever had for the level 50 quest as a part of a seating with the 3 leaders of the city-states and him, and he has nothing to complain about, and you just get to sit in the corner looking at him real smug about it, like, what are you gonna say now, Lolorito? How do you like your effed steak, Lolorito? Is it just tender enough?
Screams and goddammit, I need to do the culinarian quests.
I mean, you already have it leveled somewhat, so that's why I said you should do it.
The culinarian quest just seemed like spite Lolorito helped Nanamo.
That is the 1 through 50
and I see
quest,
this as
basically.
an absolute win.
Can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay, sounds like this is all going to work out okay.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production.
And treat your workers fairly while you're at it. I know that's a lot to ask from a person like you, but you better fucking do it.
Will contribute to Alamigo's
I'm very sad that, like, you can't, like, make him afraid of you at one point or another during this whole thing. Like, he starts getting out of line, and then you just have, like, this chance to say a really badass line in his general direction. He just, like, pisses himself. I really just want to finally get back at Lolorito for everything he did. But the game keeps cucking me.
Well, the problem is that he's in a position of monetary power, and we need all the monetary power we can get to jumpstart Alamigo's economy at the moment, so it kind of puts us in a bit of a predicament here.
We need his money, but at the same time, we've also felled literal gods, dragons, and... how many Asians at this point?
What, like 5?
5 or 6? Yeah, 5 or 6.
I want to say like 5.
I don't think anything
Lahabria, Nabrialis, Igiorm. Was she an Asian? I forget. The other one that was with him that turned into Asian Prime.
Yeah, Igiorm.
All the minor Asians that we killed during the Summoner quest. Was there another one? I forget.
I don't think so.
At least 3 plus the dozen or so lesser ones that we've killed.
We killed the Proto-Asian.
Yeah. Or your character could just begin to ready their weapon if he starts getting out of hand. Yeah, pretty much.
You just get a choice of insert badass line here, point weapon at Lolorito.
Oh boy. Well, it's going to take some practice, Nanamo, to get used to those negotiations, but, you know.
All the eyes say when you point the weapon at him is, we're here to negotiate, Lolorito. You're not walking out if you're getting your own way.
Okay, let's take this to the Saltery, then. Okay, then.
I love that the game is actively trying to turn Lolorito into a not bad guy, but I'm still over here like, please hang him. Like, he helped us entirely, seemingly for no reason, to get for the resistances by providing us, you know, the Mans and the Ruby Bazaar, and now he's actively trying to help the refugees. Granted, it's all for profit, but he hasn't actively shown any malicious intent so far.
So far.
I love how I have to say so far.
Right. So you feel the same way about Lolorito that the people of Alamigo feel about Fordola, then?
I mean, given the option, I'd kill everybody in the Syndicate. Actually, no. I'd interview all of them and make sure all of them were complete dickheads, and then I'd tell them to spread their wealth around Alamigo and not hoard all the money.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe don't say that too loud, because there probably are a few Eldans that are here at the moment. They probably fled the city as soon as they heard Alamigo was free, so...
To be fair, Jimmy, you haven't had to deal with their bureaucracy for a year.
That's true.
Like I said, the difference between Jimmy and Rory is that Rory's just a little ball of unrepressed fury. And no, it's not because she's short.
Oh my god. That would help with the ball part, though.
She's a potato.
It's not like a secret... This isn't the CIA, Lise. I can talk about it. Yeah, I think he kind of wants to stay in Ul'dah, but he wants to make sure that the country is up to snuff before he goes back. So, yeah, we did at least get her help with this whole thing.
The whole reason why this entire quest line is important to Rory's development as a character, is the way I see it, is that she's spent most of her life, basically, or most of her time off, worrying about the Sultan and the affairs of the Ul'dah. And she did this specifically because she didn't want what happened at the end of Realm Reborn's patch content to happen again. But at the end of this patch content, it's obvious that the Sultana has matured to the point where she doesn't need Roban or her anymore.
Even though apparently Robon's going to go back to Ul'dah anyway.
Yeah.
You paused there. I don't know if I like that.
The point of the matter being is that both Rory and Robon know now that the Sultana doesn't necessarily need them to do anything. She's capable of fending for herself as the leader of the country alongside the Syndicate. There's no need for a bodyguard anymore to watch her every move, every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, we kind of got to get the people of the Saltery on our side before we, implement that without their knowledge.
The other thing being is that Rory finally understands that she can't just go about thinking to herself of how much she despises Lol Laredo, given the fact that he's just a businessman at the end of the day, and despite everything he did, the Sultana is alive because of Lol Laredo.
Yeah, well, that is true. It's hard to accept, I'm sure, but it is true. Alright, Confucius, let's get over the walls again so we can head off to the Saltery. I wonder whose statue this is that the head fell off of out here.
Huh. I like this part of the quests.
That, I think, is the head down there in the center of the screen at the foot of the statue there. And obviously the top is not there anymore. If we go up on it a little quicker, you can see that it's sort of fallen into disrepair. Whoever's statue this is. The Ruiner. So it's probably Theodric's statue, then.
No wonder it's in pieces.
Yeah, really? So I wonder if this is going to be like with the Beast Tribes and stuff in Heavensward and Stormblood, where like slowly but surely the Saltery becomes an actual town again or something.
That would be sick.
That would be pretty cool. Because, I mean, it has separate music from the rest of the locks, so... Well, you'll be pleased to know, Watt, that we're not being chasing Imperials this time, so... yes, we would like to rebuild the Saltery in order to fund the Alamegan economy.
And Uldah's economy, but we're not telling them that part.
Well, I mean, that will help the Alamegans that decide to stay in Ul'dah, and also the rest of Ul'dah, so,
I feel like after I finish farming tombstones, that's basically what I'm going to be spending a lot of my off time on Rory doing, is just leveling crafters and gatherers.
Well, gatherers are easy because of Diadem and the ocean fishing, so... Crafters, you just gotta do... Like I said, crafters, I find it's easier to do the Ishgardian Restoration stuff up to level 50, because that's faster than the Exile, believe it or not. Then do Mughals to get to 60, do the Namazu to get to 70, and after that, it's kind of hairy because there isn't a crafting Beast Tribe and Shadowbringers yet. Not that Rory could even access those yet, but you really don't need to go above 70 all that much at this point for your crafters.
I literally just want to weave the Rebels code. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I want it for my Gunbreaker glamour on my alt, but at the same time, I also just found a really good Gunbreaker glamour for my for Rory. So I'm just like, do I just start working on this glamour on my alt and then try and get it together for when I'm at 80?
Okay, so Viscar wants to watch me hunt monsters. I was going to say, oh, I know where this is going. We're going to have to go kill a few things out here. That's fine. Okay, you do that, Alpha Node. We'll go take care of the physical labor part. Get the mats for Rebel Code on Primal. SB can make it for you. Well, there you go, Cole. Well, there you go,
I'll get
Cole.
on that immediately after the stream. Actually, I'll check it right now.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay, sure. Gotta find the Yabbies, huh? Target
I'm a
and
little bit ahead of
inspect it
Jimmy
with...
in the stream, so I'm good. I can wait.
I was expecting it to let me, like, actually have me kill things, but apparently we're doing a little more than that. That's a Yabby. Right there. Where's your weak point, little guy? Well, I've run up and down the right length of his body, and I don't know. Oh, I guess I could, zoom in on that. Execute, observe. I'm looking for like a prompt of some kind. I would imagine the soft underbelly would be a good point of weakness. That's not the Yabby at all. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I see. Okay, so we gotta drag it over top of part of its body. Well, you don't want to get stuck in the jaw. Maybe you could stick it in the jaw.
Stick it in the face.
I mean, a sharp stick to the eye usually works pretty well for me. The Yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Interesting. What do you think, Whiskar? Well, looks like the head, soft underside of the head looks to be a weak point. I know it's going to be jumping at you with all that stuff, but let's see how he fares. Am I going to have to get Scholar out to help him with this? Come on, Whiskar, you got this. Okay, he did. Nice. Good work, Whiskar. Well, that's one.
Oh.
Wow.
That explains it.
Wow.
I finally know why it's so expensive.
What?
So, a material you'll need for the Rebel's coat is called shell leather. Shell leather you can only get through treasure hunts in Shadowbringers.
Oh. Well. That's
damn, guess I'm waiting till Shadowbringers to get the coat.
That's a bit complicated, then.
It is complicated, but it also makes sense. Nobody wants to go out and farm this shit, so it's obvious why people are making the coat so expensive, so I'll just wait until Shadowbringers to grab it.
Right. What else have we got? Phobids,
I could ask
okay.
and I will check how much the mats are on Primal once I have a bit of time.
Alright, let's see. Oh, aim for the eye. That makes perfect sense to me. Man, I got that one quick compared to the Yabby. Let's have a look, shall we? I mean, honestly, I've just been hitting these things as hard as I can, but to be fair, not everyone is as strong as me, so... The Phobid's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the Salt Golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Well, okay then. Well, you gotta get past the hands, but just hit it really, really hard. No, you're not Goku, Viscar. Just, yeah, you gotta hit it.
I've never picked the really, really hard
eyebrow,
options, but I don't like the idea of where they might go. As funny as it would be if he still made it through.
He's like, I don't know what I did, but I did it. Yeah, right between the eyes, Viscar. Let's see how he does.
Let me just swap data centers real quick.
Got him. Yay!
Oh, thanks for looking up the prices, SB.
Shallow, there's 345k each on Ultros, so you need 3 plus some other cheaper stuff. Oh, okay. That's a lot of money.
I think I'll wait till Shadowbringers.
That's a lot of money.
Although, to be fair, that does seem like a really good way to make money in the future.
Yeah, if you can get them. Probably not easy to get. If it's treasure maps, it's probably random. Because I think if I recall correctly, a lot of the... I mean, there's obviously a set number of things you can get from the treasures that you do with treasure maps, but I think it's randomized what you get each time.
That would explain why the coats are so expensive, though. If the leather really is a random drop from treasure maps, and then on top of the fact that people are reselling it for hilarious prices because everybody wants it to make the coat currently...
It complicates matters a little, huh?
It complicates matters, but I'll figure out a solution to this.
Well,
because I'm starting to notice a pattern with new glamours like that. They fall out eventually, and then people boost up them expensive once the glamour things pop around.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
so my best option would be to build up shell leather until the coat becomes popular among glamours again, and then sell them all for hilarious profit.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say, is that people basically, what they do is, when it first comes out, they jump all over it, and then it's ridiculously expensive to get it because everybody wants it. But then once demand goes down, they sell it for less, and then, you know, it'll go up and down and up and down, so.
Yeah. So I'll wait a little while for it. Until then, I'll just use my other Gunbreaker Glamour on my alt. But I'm also probably not going to be picking up Gunbreaker until I finish Shadowbringers on Dark Knight. Because I want to experience it on Dark Knight, because I raised Dark Knight to get to that point, damn it.
Right. Actually, Watt, your grandson dealt with them, not me, so... Yeah, you guys should have this handled, I think. Well, thankfully some of us are moving forward, Watt. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure you guys will have it all handled soon enough. Alpha Node, is our work done here? I think our work is done. I thought we already had the measure of his reach, but I think we got a different one. Oh, this is a weapon coffer, okay.
The Dark Knight weapon is a giant katana like Gaius's, if that influences you at all.
Oh, God. No, I've already got my Dark Knight Glamour planned out well in advance, both for the current expansion, which is just the Heavensward one, and also for Shadowbringers, where I'll be getting a new one, so...
Oh, I know. I just figured you'd like the giant katana. Just in case you decided to make another glamour for your Dark Knight, because I do that sometimes. I'll make multiple glamours and then put on one depending on what I want.
Mm.
But to be fair, most of those glamours I'll be using in the future on screen.
Right. Okay, sounds like they've got everything in hand here, then. Oh, what's the message? Okay, is he just back at the Resonatorium, or...?
He is in the gate.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. By the main gate in the Alamegan Quarter. Okay. Thank you for the info, soldier. I will report there ASAP. Well, Alpha Node, I'll be back. Or you'll be over there, depending on which happens first. I'm actually not sure if there's like a way into the gate into the Alamegan Quarter that's down by the ground here at this point. Like, did they open the gate once we leave the gate open? I should say once we infiltrated the city. So I guess we're gonna find out.
The feels.
Oh yeah. Well, it's probably going to be the last cutscene we see on today's episode, so... I don't think that gate is open, unless it just opens. Oh, there's a gatekeeper. Okay, that works.
Hi.
Then I guess we'll use the proper method instead of just flying over it. Yes, I will. Thank you. I will take up your offer. Okay. Let's wait around for Roban so we can see what he has to say. Usually you don't see the stars this clear when you're in the middle of a town.
Apologies for the wait.
No, it's fine. I had time to stargaze, so...
People are screaming for the...
Oh, damn.
No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far.
I get the feeling that it's not going to be that easy for...
But it is no concern of yours.
I don't know, I'm here, so...
We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
Oh, okay.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
So who were they?
I dare say you remember
somebody you know.
The fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Oh god, not these guys again.
Well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Fantastic. And they're still living, huh?
How would you punish these men?
Oh, that's a tough question.
I know what I picked, and I'll explain my reasoning after you choose.
Oh, this is a tricky one. Like, I instantly want to say this top option. But given the current situation, I don't know, because then if you kill them, right, you have to kill Fordola, because Fordola has just as much blood, if not more, on her hands, so it doesn't solve our Fordola problem. So I guess I gotta say this one. Just based on the current situation, you know?
I also chose the second one.
Yeah.
You would spare
mostly because Rory's sense of justice nowadays is more just she would rather see them live out the rest of their miserable lives with the deaths of their countrymen on their shoulders than watch them die a quick and painless death.
See, honestly, the thing about them is, like, at this point, Laurentius and Yu Yu Hase are small change for me because we've literally felled elder primals and practical gods over the past couple of expansions. Like, I know that they almost killed all of the scions and everything like that, but it's like, you're not a threat to me anymore. You can't be. You know what I've seen? You don't, but if you did, you'd understand. So, Luca picked that too because he feels bad that a lot of people have to keep dying, and yeah, I don't know. If it wasn't for the fact that we'd have to do the same thing to Fordola if we executed them, I'd be like, get their heads off their bodies, but we can't.
I mean, to be honest, Fordola is also a complete, like, honestly, a different story. Yes, she murdered her countrymen. Yes, she slaughtered several thousand people. But she did it all for honestly understandable reasons. As far as we're aware, those two did for no reason other than they're dickheads.
They did it because Ilberd asked them to, because Ilberd said, oh, well, this is the first step to freedom, and they got it in their stupid heads that it was the correct answer, when in reality Ilberd was spouting bullshit, and all he was doing was popping a primal that almost murdered everyone. So...
Mm-hmm. Exactly, they were caught up in Ilberd's bullshit, and they're going to live out the rest of their miserable lives in jail cells with the burden of elven people they killed on their shoulders.
60 to 70 quest much more resonates with Luca than the 30 to 50. He's just a soft baby boy. Doesn't like having to hurt people. The 60 to 70 Dark Knight. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Those quests... Oh my god, I don't even want to start again.
They've all been good. I particularly like the 30 to 50s a lot. But...
I love all of them.
Yeah, I like all of them.
It makes me excited for what they're going to do for the 80 quest. Like, it's only one quest, but my god.
The quest is called Our Closure, so you know it's going to be good anyway.
He only has missed. His phrase almost non-existent.
Oh boy.
That's a fucking mood.
I don't know, Roban. He kind of went about it a terrible, terrible way.
And I'm sorry they aren't.
Well, we got here, so don't be sorry.
But even after all that has happened...
This cutscene is actively stabbing me in the feels.
Well, yeah, you're like Roban's left arm at this point.
Why didn't I take that title? I just thought of that.
I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire.
That sounded painful.
It was not. I can do that where I just sort of slap and it's not painful, so... You just gotta project your palm forward, that's all.
I'm gonna wait for you to get a little further into the cutscene before I advance.
Okay.
I'm also really hungry.
We're almost done.
My stomach is just going...
Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Is that what you want, Roban? That's the question.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
Oh god, yeah, that wouldn't have ended well at all. I get that.
But I pledged my blade to none of them.
See, this is one of the aspects that I love about A Realm Reborn's patch content. You really get attached to Roban from then up until now. Like, oh my god.
So this is like the concluding arc of his story, huh?
This is the concluding arc of his and Rory's story, honestly. From here, Rory's character development is basically entirely from the ground up.
Entirely her own, instead of being caught up in the Uldan hierarchy.
Thank you for and all the rest.
See, the messed up thing about this is just like Rory fought through the hierarchy just to earn her freedom and then eventually made better on her promise to not be the person her father was. And then at the end of finally thinking she got away from it, she basically just had to head dive into the very nonsense that she had to go through again before finally leaving it behind.
Right. Well, Roban seems to be resolved. He's going to head back to Ul'dah, but who will he leave here in his place to lead the people of Alamigo to their jump-started economy and freedom?
Damn it, Jimmy, we have 4 minutes left. Keep going.
Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy Stormblood, 14 Stormblood, the Stream Edition, which is going to happen on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Yeah, I know. Bit of a cliffhanger, and Cole's not going to be happy about it, but it's okay. it'll give us a chance to rest, and also, I think he's looking at me like he's going to murder me, so I should probably say this quickly. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. Hey, look, the sun's coming up. And I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Also, I'll put up the schedule on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and YouTube in just a little bit, once I am done doing the description for this episode. So until Monday, everybody, take care, and have a good night. Boot and Interceptor appear to be sharing a space there for a minute.
Oh no, they're cute.
Interceptor just walked up to you, and Boot just walked up to me. Oh god. We'll see everybody Monday.
Peace.
I had to stay there for a second because Boot did his thing where he turned into a teapot.